Welcome into the Cam and Strick podcast. Welcome into the Cam and Strick podcast, episode number 251.
Hell yeah. Good start.
Dude, you're late.
I was late today.
And you're making me sit around. And listen,
3
man,
minutes.
I don't appreciate that. Plus, I had to call you to figure out where the hell you were. You weren't even reaching out to me.
Well, I got a half an hour that I got to get here on time. And look, I wouldn't have stayed in Subway if we had an interview. But we're just going to shoot the shit for an hour and a half. So I figured I could be a couple minutes late, which I'm never late anyway. And I don't even like being late in this particular instance because I don't want to. I chirp you for it, and I don't want to be a hypocrite. Mm-hmm. But now you know what it feels like waiting around.
Well, you messed up my rhythm. I don't feel like I'm in sync right now because
you're probably not. Welcome to my world. When I'm sitting here fucking tapping my toes after just getting off the radio for 3 fucking hours, and you're late for no reason, that drives me nuts. And that's why when you said, "Hey, you're late," I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry."
Yeah, but you think I'm late when I'm on time. You're literally 15 minutes late from being on time. It's
the first time
I'm never like that, ever.
Bullshit. You roll in here. What do you talk, Brody? Come on. He's been late multiple times. Yes, you have. Never. You sit down there and you talk on the phone. Everything's more important than the situation we have going on at that moment. No, you do. And I'm sitting here looking. I'm ready to rock. Like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I got to wait for you. And I start coming down. I start crashing. Then it affects the show.
And you're late because
I'm late today.
Of Subway?
I have to eat something. So I always get like a little 6-inch real quick in and out. No one's ever there. These 2 women were in there. They ordered the whole fucking menu. They were actually sweet. I wasn't mean or anything like that. But they let me go in front because they're ordering the whole damn time. It took 22 minutes. They're laughing and talking and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, God. Then I go to the gas station. And the fucking line is out the door. You get mayonnaise on your sandwich? No, I don't. You know mayonnaise is not good for you.
I don't give a shit. It's fucking gross.
I don't give a shit.
You should be.
I don't like a ton of mayonnaise. I like spicy mayo, if anything.
Yeah.
But then I go to the gas station to get my beer, and it's just like, you got the lottery people, and you got the one lady, she's counting fucking sweet tarts. Hey, stop counting sweet tarts and go over there and set up a new line. The people are out the fucking door. That's why I was late. My fault. No excuse.
You ever been in like a convenience store or a gas station or any shop that has like a gunman come in and like is being held up?
What?
Like it's being held up, like being robbed.
No.
Burglary.
I don't think I have, man.
Well, I see these videos taking place all the time. It happens nonstop.
No shit, and they get out of jail too.
Now it's a little bit of a fear of mine. Like walking in, you just never know when shit's gonna go down, dude.
I always have my no.
Well,
100%.
I'm just telling you.
Well, there's nothing you could do anyway.
I'd probably hit him with a bag of ice. Dude.
There's nothing you could do.
That's one of the things I think about.
You wouldn't be able to do anything at a convenience store, at your own home, basically anywhere. You're fucking sitting there and you're gonna get it. There's nothing you can do.
What?
Whatever they want to give you, you're gonna take it and like it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not armed at these places. They'll fucking put a gun to my head, dude. I'm fucked, too. You're damn right. I always have my head on a swivel, dude. It drives me crazy at times.
What would you say?
Like, it depends if my wife's with me. If I'm by myself, I don't know how I'd react. If I'm with Kate, I'm gonna try to do everything so she doesn't get killed.
You see those dudes at the subway who were, like, not where you go. You're fucking
the New York subway.
You're Jared Subway that you're making me late because you're going to Jared's Subway this morning, making me late because of Jared's Subway. All while the Netflix
You're obsessed. You're the one obsessed
out.
with Jared.
Well, no, I'm not.
You probably watched that 15 times over. Fucking odd.
They will like hold people like at gunpoint, or they'll like kind of like hold their hands behind their back. Well, people like literally like go and punch these people in the face. Did you see some of that? And they're videotaping it.
Now, there's a couple instances that
may be among the most dangerous places in the world to go right now is the subway.
Oh, hell yeah, it is. It's been dangerous for a long time. And anytime there's a crime that happens, like, oh, we can't find the guy, the cameras don't work, this, that, and the other, man. If you're an old lady, dude, I see it all the time on Twitter. Now, there's an instance that these fucking dumb hillbillies down in Alabama got into a fight with a black, I guess he was like a guard at the dock, and he started telling these guys, you can't park your fucking boat there. The hillbillies got pissed off, drunk, and started beating up this fucking guy, which is so god awful. Like, it's so dumb. Then all these other black guys come in from everywhere and start defending it. Some huge brawls.
You had people swimming across.
Yeah.
This was like near like a boat. There was an issue. over something with the
just
boat.
Dipshit hillbillies.
So then
man.
it just turned into an all-out
race war,
bowling alley fight,
race
war, bowling alley brawl. You ever see those back in the day? You know, like a bowling alley brawl.
I didn't go bowling.
Well, there's like multiple, like dozens and dozens of people fighting at the same time.
Yeah,
chairs are being thrown. People are getting hit with chairs. It was kind of like a fight, like when I was in high school. Honestly, like in the cafeteria, like when shit would go down. Cam, everybody get out of the way, but it's an all-out like brawl going on in the cafeteria. The teachers don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. That's what was happening here, man. But apparently, they've identified a number of the perpetrators, and they've been arrested.
Yeah, and they should. And you look like a fucking idiot. And you're jumping this guy.
Were these hate crimes? This is a hate crime.
They always make it out to be one. I just think it's just a bunch of dipshit Hoosiers.
Some of the stuff I see at the subway, these are hate crimes.
Well, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. When you jump an old lady like and you curb stomp them, or
like
you beat up an Asian. If you of course, dude. Put these dipshits in jail. The funny thing is, though, when you see these brawls, the women... The fucking women jumping in like, I'm going to do something. Get out of there. Mm-hmm. The one guy threw one of the girls right in the fucking water. Like, get the fuck out of here, you moron.
Well, one guy was hitting that one girl over the head with the chair.
Fuck, get out of there.
That's like WWF style.
If I'm anywhere, dude, with Kate and there's shit going down, I'm taking Kate and I'm getting the fuck out of there. Mm-hmm. Get me out. I don't want Kate getting involved in anything. I don't want some dipshit knocking her out from like any of that. That scares the shit out of me. I don't put myself in those situations anyway. But if there's shit going down, I'm getting the fuck out.
Well, you saw how it went down. I mean, the security guy who was working there, he got attacked by there was like 5, 6, 7 of them. And then all of a sudden, his boys are like, "What's going on?" And they went and found him. And I think they took care of business.
Yeah, and they should because that dude's a respected guy. Mm-hmm. Like he's a leader in the community and stuff like that. And these fucking dipshit hillbillies go down there and jump them.
What were they mad about?
Because they had to move their boat. They've been sitting there for a while. Yada yada yada. You've been drinking. Da da da. Fuck whatever. Like just calm down. Mm-hmm. Now all y'all are gonna go to jail. You look stupid. You created a race war, which we just don't need.
Well, that one guy.
We don't need it.
I think one guy. He owned a convenience store or something, some type of business.
Yeah.
And he's had to shut it down, dude, because he's got people like showing up there, like, basically.
Oh, the white dude
protesting and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you fucked up.
Right. So now you're a fucking moron. Now you screwed over not just yourself but people around you.
Here's the
thing.
You
had to shut down your business, dude.
If I was there, I probably would have helped. I probably would have jumped in and helped out the security, the black guy. But once I would have helped. Everybody else would have came in and they would have kicked my ass because they would have looked black and white, black and white. I know. So I would have been fucked.
No, my advice to you, Cam, in that situation would be just to get away from it.
I would have had to jump, dude. If somebody's getting jumped like that, dude, I wouldn't be able to help myself.
Well, I'm with you.
I swear to God. You. But Kate, stay the fuck over there. Let me go take care of this. Yeah. And once shit goes down, I'll jump in that water and we'll get the fuck out of here.
Show up, you're like, hey,
I'm beating. Look at I'm mean.
Listen, they went that way.
The thing is, I would have knocked out.
You gotta let them know.
I would have knocked out and placed them like fucking corpses. I would have knocked him out, boom, place him down, knock him out, and that girl would have come and scratched me in the back of the head. I would have thrown her in the fucking water, and I just would have laid them all out and said, hey, guys, now you can do what you want with them. Bunch of Hoosiers. Yeah. Now the thing is, man, you knock somebody out, and they roll in that water and drown, you're fucked.
Really?
Just remember that. You're fucking fucked. You're damn right you are.
Well, if you knock them out and put them in the water and they can't swim.
Well, you're knocked out, and you go right to the bottom.
Did that happen?
No, but it could have. That's what's scary, man. You knock somebody out like that, and they roll over.
Where was this? What state?
Alabama, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. So funny.
Is this like par for the course in Alabama?
Well, just a lot of crazy shit goes down in Florida. Go on Google and type in Florida man and see what pops up afterwards.
You said that before, and
it's crazy.
That's not like anything new. I think that's like a well-known thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like
I'm sorry. Was I supposed to like just make this thing up? No, I've known about this for years.
I didn't know. Like, well,
since Google existed.
When you said this before, I thought maybe you were like, wow, you're like inventing that. I didn't know if that was your thing, but then I realized that is a thing that already exists.
Andy's so out of touch sometimes, all y'all out there. I'm sitting there the other day, and like, we're looking for stuff for our wives to do, right? Kate's getting this candle company going on. She's doing all this stuff. She's figuring out the ins and outs of how to start this little thing.
You couldn't even tell me what kind of candles they are. I'm like, are they decorator candles?
Yeah,
are they aromatherapy candles?
They're both.
And you're like, oh, it's too hard to explain.
Well, I don't know how to explain different types of candles.
Can't we be in charge of the marketing?
No, my marketing, fuck yeah. I got a huge voice. I got a big platform.
Oh, hi. Yeah, what kind of candles are they? Oh, it's too hard to explain.
I mean, we get paid to market. So, like, I know how to do that. She's going to have to explain what the fuck she's selling. But that's something that she likes to do, and I think she'd be great at it. She's got a great sense of, like, cuteness or what have you. So like that's what we're going with. But Andy texted me the other day, and he goes, "I got an idea." I go, "What?" I go, "What's up?" Down. He goes, "Lori and Kate should start their own podcast." I go, "What?" I go, "What?" Lori and Kate start a fucking
mad about
podcast.
it. Why did you get so angry?
Because it's the goofiest thing in the world. Andy's at the Creve Coeur Racket Club talking to people, and he's probably like, Lori should start a podcast. It'd be so awesome. And so I'm like, why would Kate doesn't even talk into the mic? Like I try to have her on the radio with me. She's a mute. What the fuck are they going to talk about?
They would have to do a couple pilots. Now the original idea was with her and like a couple of her friends, which are truly funny.
God,
and they do check a lot of the boxes required, I think, for
I bet.
For a podcast. But so then somebody brought up Cam or Kate and Lori, and they call it Cam and Strick too. So I sent Cam the text, and I didn't expect you to get so angry about it.
It's just so funny because I knew Andy's going to be like, I was just joking. No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
No, you were not, dude. You were not joking at all.
You think they're ever going to be able to do that?
No, but I think that she's convincing you that
I think
you
Kate secretly wanted to do it because she was mad at you the way you were like reacting about it.
She doesn't talk. Kate doesn't do podcasts,
My wife would have no problem talking into the microphone.
I know. It doesn't mean it's going to be good.
Well, maybe not, but that's why you do a pilot.
It's just so funny. I'm doing a podcast. Let's do a podcast. We make fun of people for that, and yet you call me, you're like, Kate and Lori should do a podcast. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind.
Cam and Strick, too?
I mean, how cool would that be?
You don't like that?
The guys were so fussy yesterday. Listen, if these girls were on the farm, and they're fucking hunting, and they're doing crazy shit, like that might be something.
Are women doing that?
Some women are. Some women...
Do you know women that go hunting on their own?
God, yeah, man. Go on YouTube. There's some badass bitches out there that are in the middle of the woods. They cut their own food, and they'll cook it right there and stay overnight in the middle of the woods, and they're sexy. I'm watching that. A sexy woman in the woods. She kills her own food. Name
the show.
It's all on YouTube. These are all just survival YouTube
okay, because I don't really know. I'm not saying there aren't any. I'm sure there's like hundreds of thousands of them. Lots of women enjoy hunting, but I'm curious, do you know women who go hunting on their own without like their husband or whatever, and they cook their own food and do all that right away?
They could survive. They could do whatever they want.
Who do you know that does that?
Girls I grew up with, 100%.
Girls you grew up with do that?
Yeah, the ones that lived way out by me, yeah. Are they good looking? Are they this? Are they that? Are they like, do I want to marry these? No, but they certainly do.
You said they're sexy.
Well, the ones on YouTube that I watch are. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are they hunting?
They're hunting anything, dude. They'll hunt anything. Hunting all kinds of stuff. They're hunting all kinds, and they'll make their own food right there. They'll start their own fire. They'll make their own shelter. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it's like Girl Scouts.
They're interesting.
Like Girl Scouts.
No, they're interesting. That's why they have a podcast.
Were you ever an Eagle Scout?
That's why they have a podcast.
So they could have a podcast.
Because they're interesting. It's just so you have this weird inflated view of your life or something. Like it's so different. It's not. It's the same thing everybody else is doing. I just, these girls that have podcasts, they're talking about sex and deep shit and da-da-da. You want Lori and Kate to fucking, like, come on. We already do enough of that as it is. So
you don't want them getting into that?
No. Well, I mean, no, we already do it. Like, it's all going to be about us. And it's just like, now they're going to have to force to talk about all kinds. It's just not worth it.
No, I don't think it has to be about us.
I
told you that. It doesn't have to be about us.
You really thought it was going to be a good idea. It's so funny.
No, I didn't.
You would make fun of everybody for thinking that way, who wants to get into a podcast, who wants to host their own radio show. You would denounce them so bad. But yet your wife comes up to you, and you were so gung-ho. And I go, what? I go, of everything they could do to help and like maybe build a business, you want them to do a podcast? That is ridiculous.
Yeah, but Cam's watching like the women who are hunting bear.
They are
by themselves in the wilderness. I need to see this.
Type it in YouTube. Type it in. You'll find 50 of them.
And for the record, I would love to see it. I'm not chirping any women who does that. So
dude, they're badass.
Don't tell me that I am.
They're badass, and they're interesting.
Just because they're women doesn't mean I don't think that they can do that. I'm just saying I don't know many that do. That's what I'm asking you. But you claim that you're
of
watching
all
these
the
shows.
things, and he so gung-ho and called me. He thought it was such a good idea, and I fucking shunned it down. He's a little wake-up call for you. You're like, wait, what am I thinking?
You're like, no. You're testing me. You're testing me. I'm like,
I thought you were joking.
I'm not testing you.
I thought you were joking.
I was joking.
No, you weren't, though.
Oh, you think I was really serious? I
100,000% think you were dead serious.
Really?
100,000%. Well, God, I went to the Creve Coeur Racket Club. They said, God, our life's so entertaining. We should do a podcast. So funny, man.
What'd you do all weekend?
Oh,
you told me you were just gonna chill.
I was chilling.
Nothing.
Well,
right?
It was raining. I went to a golf tournament yesterday for that little girl.
Did Kate go with you
To the golf tournament? No. Why would she go to a golf tournament?
Normally she goes with you.
Did she golf tournament?
Did she pick you up?
No. I drove home. It was at 1 o'clock. It was for that precious little girl that got ran over by, I think, her stepdad at Table Rock Lake
accidentally
on the fucking boat.
Yeah,
which is such.
And she was a hockey player.
She was. I think they're in a cove. And listen, when there's people around, you do not have that fucking key in the ignition.
So what do? You put it on throttle?
Listen, if you have the boat running and there's people swimming around you, you're a fucking moron. B, the throttle just doesn't move, Andy. You have to click up and hold it for it to unclick out of neutral. You get my drift? So you can't just lean on it and it goes forward. You have to click it up. There's a button you have to press to even get in gear.
If it's not,
it's such a, I look at it like you know how I evaluate people driving boats? He fucked up 50 fucking times.
What's going on under a boat?
Well, you have the prop right under that. You have a prop. That's why my dad always said, don't put your feet under there. Get away. Jump away from the prop. That thing will kill you.
Oh, my God.
It'll cut your Achilles.
Ah.
Yes, it's sharper than fuck, dude. So you stay away from it. That's an outboard engine it probably had. And the prop's down there. And if you touch it, dude, it's an absolute no-no. You don't start the damn thing when people are in the water. You don't go near the throttle when people are in the water. And he did all of that.
Well, I mean, I understand. It's a terrible mistake to make.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
And
these boaters, man.
Kind of unforgivable at the same time. But
it is.
I don't know the whole family dynamic and what's going on. So
I know.
I'm sure no one feels worse than he does, dude. You know what I mean?
I agree. I get that. It just as a boater, the safety concerns.
Are you a boater?
Oh, dude, I've owned boats. I've owned boat basically my whole life.
Yeah, but you may be losing your boat credibility because you're not boating.
You don't have much credibility about anything if we really break it down.
What do you mean? I'm just saying you say you
don't have
you're part of the boating.
You don't
community.
have a hobby. You know, that was my hobby for years, dude. It cost me $50,000 plus more. That was my baby, dude.
Waste of money.
Waste of money. I got $30,000 back when it got totaled. 10 years later.
You know, Bruce Cassidy,
$30,000.
He had a similar story with his daughter's best friend. You know,
dude.
I don't know the circumstances surrounding the accident.
I don't know what happened to Bruce.
But, I mean, obviously, it's a very tragic situation, and he's raising money for the family.
Yeah.
And brought the cut back and did something for, I think they started a foundation for her.
Yeah. There's just a lot of, I just get so weirded out by all that, man. I truly, truly do.
Yeah.
God, there's another boat that exploded out in the lake, too.
What do you mean exploded?
It's because, listen, you have...
Overheated?
No. When you fill the tank up,
With gas?
With gas, there's so much fumes everywhere. Fumes.
Overfilled it.
No, you don't overfill it. There's fumes that get built up, and there's a hatch back there where the motors are. You always want to let it burp. Get those fumes out of there. Burp it. Lift that hatch. Always want to lift that hatch when you're filling your tank up. And I don't think they did. And once you start that with all those fumes, something sparked it and exploded.
If you could
let it burp,
would you?
That's why I would never have you drive me anywhere.
I don't even trust you.
You don't
to be my boating captain,
dude. That's why I just would never. That's why I want Andy to have some 18-year-old hunk drive his boat because I don't trust him with his kids.
Like Carl did.
Like Carl, who's creeping out your family probably stole from you too.
Well, it's funny because it's not funny, but I'm thinking about when we swam in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Did he turn the?
Yeah. Yes, he
did.
The
boat off.
Yeah, he did.
Because we're climbing up and down the ladder on the back of the boat.
Dude, the boat was not on.
Is that where the prop is?
Yes.
Right there.
No, it's in the middle. That's why the thing's on the side. The prop is in the middle. And sometimes there's two. There's probably two of them, but they're underneath. But get away from that. Always creep around the side. Get up on that ladder. You still have room to maneuver, but stay. Yeah. My dad would scare the shit out of me.
Well, the more I talk to you, the more boats kind of are starting to scare me a little bit. I mean,
well, they're scary. Cars are scary. Motorcycles are scary. Anything like that could be fucking dangerous. I just hear a lot of boat accidents because I'm just up to on the ball about different areas that I like to go, and I know people, and I hear different things.
Well, this was a pretty big story.
What? Which one?
the golf tournament that you went to.
It was.
You know,
it just I saw that cute little girl's face on all these.
Even the non hockey community was aware of that story. So.
It just is and all her friends are there.
Well, that's great that you guys are still supporting the cause.
Yeah, I know.
And raising money in her honor and all that, man. That is tough. You know what? One of the most I've realized this now after this weekend. You know what? One of the most emotional moments for a parent is. What do you think it is? What are the most emotional moments for a parent this time of year? I'll tell you, dude, what is it?
Either going back to school, leaving for college.
Yeah. You just got it. Okay. I kind of gave it to you. I said
no. I know. I could have answered that 15 minutes ago.
No. When they drop them off at college for the first time.
Yeah. I had to leave when I was 17, and my brother left when he was 18.
Where'd your brother go?
He had to go to Southwest Missouri State, and I went to Canada. My mom and I were like, what the fuck just happened? They're gone. One's in a different country.
So when your parents dropped you off in Windsor, which, by the way, you should have been there this past weekend, they had a huge event. You know that Bob Jones, that coach?
I don't know.
He's got ALS.
Oh, okay.
And he's a current assistant coach under DJ Smith with the Ottawa Senators. Yeah. But he was an associate coach when Windsor won those back-to-back Memorial Cups. Remember they had Taylor Hall and all those big dogs?
Adam Henrique.
And Ryan Ellis and those guys?
We can get Adam on, too, by the way.
Yeah.
He's cool.
That'd be great, man.
Yeah. I'll text him.
I mean, I put Cam in charge of this week's
Zachy
gas. So don't even say it. So we'll see how it goes.
I know.
Cam's in charge. It's just like the lack of communication, the marketing director, for Kate's Candles is in charge for booking this week's guest.
Andy's worried about booking Lori's guests instead of ours now. Andy's worried about getting her sponsors.
Selling her sponsors.
My God.
So, anyway.
Shake my head sometimes at you.
Yeah, well. What was I just talking about? Dude. I was telling you the story.
The ALS. I should have been in Windsor for some odd
Bob
reason.
Jones, they had a charity game in support of Bob Jones, who still, I believe, is going to remain on the staff as an assistant coach. Man, we're thinking about him. But, Steve Ott was back there. But you had, Adam Henrique was there. Dude. Taylor Hall was there.
For me to fly up there.
Even Brady Kachuk went there,
okay,
actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they wanted me to do a couple.
Brady obviously knows him from Ottawa. Yeah.
They got to take care of all my stuff, man. I'm not
who's to say they wouldn't?
I think last time I'm like,
Dylan Larkin was up.
I go, do I gotta pay my own flight up there to come entertain in Windsor? I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that.
What do you mean they invited you, but they said you had to pay?
Yeah, I think they had me a hotel, but they didn't pay for the flight. I'm like, I'm not going.
Well, you could just drive there too,
Oh, okay, yeah, 15-hour drive.
Is that what it is?
Dude, I don't do anything. I told all you guys I'm being dead serious. I don't, unless it's a Sunday golf tournament, I don't do anything without getting paid.
I think we should go back. We should take a trip to Windsor.
I would do that.
And go to a game.
If they paid. If they want me to go up there and go and talk to everybody, I would. I'll party with all those fans for the wee hours in the morning.
Maybe drop the puck or something.
I'll drop the puck. I'll do that. I'll wave there. I'll talk. I'll sit there and talk and sign autographs till the fucking cows come home.
Sergachev.
But you gotta take care of him.
Sergachev, I believe, was also a former Windsor.
But you gotta take care of him.
Did Sergachev play in Windsor?
I think he did. I think he did too.
I
like him, by the way, Sergachev.
So do I.
Fucking right.
So I'm trying to get you back involved with Windsor. So if you're listening, the people of Windsor,
take care of me, and I'll go up.
Let's work on that, and I'm sure Kate and Laurie can do a podcast from there too.
They'll interview all the Hall of Famers. They'll do a great interview too. You know what I mean? Riveting.
Probably create headlines.
Andy was dead. All you out there, all you guys. Andy was dead serious.
I wasn't.
He was so excited, and I burst his bubble so fucking fast. I'm like,
what years were you in Windsor?
Man,
03?
02 to 3. No, 2000 to 2003. 2004, I was in the lockout.
Do you think
smashing cats?
You should have gone the college route.
Why would you say that? I dropped out of fucking high school. I was doing great until my freshman year of high school, and I said, fuck the world. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do.
Do you think, if a parent were to ask you,
I'm a high school dropout.
Should their kid go to the CHL or go to the
college?
Go to
college, man. Of course, go to college. Get your education. Get a free education. Take advantage of the system.
Yeah, but a lot of these CHL teams now, they give you like a scholarship to a university after your junior hockey career.
If you can go to college, go to college. You're still going to sign after. You're still going to be okay. You know what I mean? I mean, if you don't have good grades and you're not into school, even then, I'd still go to college. They'll pass you anyway. Just be a good player. Go there and bust your ass and be nice to people, including the professors, and they're going to probably pass you.
It'd be cool to be a star player at a big-time college.
It would be cool to be a handsome 6'4" quarterback at one of these big dick fucking schools.
I mean, that's next level.
Well, whatever.
I mean, that's no different than being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, really.
It just would be
it
cool.
It comes with the same perks.
It would be so cool to be to own, like, who's got the hottest chicks going? Miami to USC, maybe.
UCLA.
UCLA.
Yeah.
Not Notre Dame. Bunch of swinging dicks go there. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I heard just swinging dicks.
Well, that's my favorite football team.
Fine. And listen, you go to Notre Dame, you're gonna get a nice job out of school. Okay, you are Notre Dame, but a bunch of swinging dicks.
What do you mean?
There's no women there.
There's a lot of women.
No.
There. Oh, I think there are.
No. I heard Notre Dame has the biggest swinging dick fucking class.
No, I think there's a lot of women there. They may not.
I heard
same women that go to Arizona State.
Well, whatever. We're comparing them to another college.
Arizona State's another.
A lot of dudes.
At Notre Dame?
At Notre Dame. A lot of dudes. All good. No big deal.
Brody, can you check the male versus female demographics
lot of
at
dudes
Notre Dame?
at Notre Dame. Ask any cat, dude. They'll tell you.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Just like Manti Teo couldn't even get a girlfriend. He had to get a fake one. Manti Teo, what a psycho.
Manti,
the handsomest guy. He's got everything going for him. I'm in love with a girl.
He's crying.
We're in love. We're girlfriend and boyfriend. Have you met her? No. What? What is it?
54%.
Thank you. That's.
I heard there's a lot of swinging dicks. That's all. That's all, baby. You see some of these like sorority girls coming out and they're all like, hello, and they do their dance like, geez, Louise.
If my kid had an option to go there, I would let him go.
Yes, Andy, I'm just telling you about vagina. Mm-hmm. And like,
I thought I was gonna play. I honestly thought when I was a kid, I was gonna play football there as a young kid.
I heard you did say that you were gonna go to Ohio State, but maybe that was false.
That was false too.
Okay. Well, that was a terrible false rumor.
Terrible false rumor.
I
need proof.
Like, I need to chirp Andy's, but when you lie and you say it, and then I'm like, double down on you, and then you come in and go, I never said that. And the guy's like, no, maybe you didn't. I'm like, well, fuck. Now I look like an asshole.
Yeah.
I apologize for that.
Did you? Publicly?
No.
Well, you need to do it publicly.
Okay, fine. He got me, though. He got me riled up on you, and I'm like, wasn't even true.
This, like, board op, who's, like, innocent, who runs the board on Cam's radio show.
Him.
Nice kid.
We love him.
He honestly thought that he's from Columbus, Ohio. He's like, yeah, didn't like Andy Strickland play hockey at Ohio State? I'm like, what?
No, he said this on the radio, on air. And I go,
and
what?
So when I get to the station, they're like, hey, do you know anybody at Ohio State? I was like, I've known a few people that have played there. A couple kids out of St. Louis. Jency Dunn, obviously, has gone there. Cole McWard, who just signed with Vancouver. Jakob Dobes, the goaltender, who's signed with Montreal, a former. Yeah, so I knew some people there. Did you ever play there? Did I play there? No, I didn't play it at Ohio State.
He made it sound like you were.
I thought maybe you misheard it.
No, it's exactly what he said, and we're all like, excuse me?
He did text me and apologize.
Okay, it's all good, because I bash you for no reason, and I'm like, man, I got enough material. I don't need somebody to give me false information, and then I fucking bag on Andy. I don't like to do that. I don't like when Andy's mad at me. It's like I don't like when my wife's mad at me. I fucking hate it. It eeks into my soul. So like I gotta like tiptoe sometimes around you unless you really give me material. But that was hardcore material, but it was false. Mm-hmm. And I got you.
I would,
and I needed to apologize.
Otherwise,
what?
Some things you would not lie anyway. You just can't get away with that.
That's ridiculous. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
So anyway,
so I don't even know how to react to that one. But anyway, regardless, going back to Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a great school. Lots of great schools around. But if you can be a 6'4" quarterback, be the starting quarterback, even at Boise State, Cam, you got it made.
Damn right. Now Utah, you might have.
No, Utah's a great spot.
I know, but like the women there,
Do you know that Salt Lake City is one of the fastest growing cities in America right now?
Okay. A lot of Mormons.
No, it's
I'm just saying if you want to, I know, but there's a lot. And I bet you that the girls would be tougher to wheel at Utah rather than somewhere in Southern California or
you never
Miami.
saw Real Housewives of Salt Lake City or anything?
Man, I don't get into that kind of stuff like you do, man. I'm not into like women are into people.
That's something that Laurie and Kate can talk about.
Women, you like
they
that
can
stuff.
talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
It's just I'm not.
If,
they're all fake.
If Nene's getting upset about something,
I'm not into that stuff, man. You know what I mean? I'm just not into that.
Well, this is their podcast.
Oh,
you're not the target audience.
They don't have a target audience.
Hey, listen, I'm going to hear from all y'all, including all my people in Saskatchewan. Let me hear you. They would listen to the podcast. God. I guarantee it.
Anyway, I made a...
Hey, I got to give a shout out to one of our listeners real quick.
Who
said that we helped him to write the eulogy for his mom's passing.
Oh, really?
And you going through it helped him go through what he's going through right now. So we'll give him a shout.
Shot. What's his name?
Got to look it up, man.
Okay. We'll give you a shout out. You know who we're talking
sometimes
about?
I don't know if they want the name.
I get that. So don't do it.
So,
I did get the Hockey News put out 2 top 5s, toughest guys for the Blues and for the Devils.
The Hockey News or some random dude?
Well, it said the Hockey News on this. Hockey News. And I don't agree with the list.
Oh, were you in it?
Yeah.
Because I saw one guy put out his own, and he had you at like 3rd or 4th.
Well, this one was 2 Hockey Newses, and one for the Devils and one for the Blues. Mm-hmm. The Devils, I think I should probably be okay on that one. But the Blues, man, I'm like, you got Twister, you got Chaser, you got Ryan Reeves.
That's a popularity contest.
You got Ryan Reeves. Then you could have Bobby Gassoff, and then you could have Todd Ewing.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Bat. I mean, there's so many guys. Mm-hmm. I don't think I played here long enough. Sutsy. There's so many guys. So I'm like, all right. On that
Charlie Bourgeois.
Okay.
No, he used to throw some bombs.
There's so many guys in the Blues history that were fucking tough, man.
For years, the Blues, they would never lose a fight.
They always had the toughest teams. Dude.
Always.
Always. Never got pushed around. No. The Devils never got pushed around either, dude. Lou never put up with that shit. Mm-hmm. So I was just like Reaver, man, has to be top 3. No doubt about it.
Let me ask you this, though, about Reaver. I feel like Reaver, his reputation and his status as a tough guy in the NHL is way different today than it was when he played here.
I agree.
So that's what I'm saying.
Andy, I agree.
And I don't want to say way different as a way of like discrediting what he was when he was here. He was certainly among the toughest players in the league. But when he was here, his reputation, I think, really soared when he left here and he got to some loud markets and he was in Vegas and he's doing his thing in Vegas. And then
the fights were
the competition,
McGrattan was gone.
Yeah.
Colton Orr was gone. The killers
he got
were
tougher
gone.
And tougher, but the league got softer and softer.
Exactly. It was great. If I'm Ryan Reeves, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm taking advantage of this. And he certainly has. Yeah. And, of course, he just got on a 2-year deal.
3-year deal.
3-year deal. My God. Good for you, dude. Mm-hmm. Take advantage of the situation. You got to keep up.
I think I think Toronto said, whatever. If it's going to take 3 years to get you here, we'll give you the 3 years, knowing that there's a chance he may never, ever see the 3rd year. Who knows? He may never see the 2nd year. If they got to buy him out, they'll buy him out.
Oh, I'm excited to watch him in Toronto. Hell yeah. Go do your thing.
Yeah.
Go do your thing. Now, you're right. There was monsters cruising when he first came in the league, dude. Mm-hmm. Big boy. Meaning the attitude he has now is like fucking laissez-faire.
Oh, yeah.
Pop, da, 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 don't give a fuck. But back then, when you're cruising around warm-ups and you see Colton Orr or you see Eric Goddard or you see Stevie Mack, fucking any of those guys that are going to give you one, that you're not as, yeah. No. You're like, oh, boy, here we go. Oh, boy.
Let me give you another example.
It humbles you fast.
Let me give you an example. I'll put it to you this way. Tony Twist, his reputation as a tough guy really took off in St. Louis versus when he was in Quebec. I mean, in Quebec, he was still fighting everybody, but he wasn't crushing everybody the way that he was when he was here.
He was a little sloppy.
When he truly became the heavyweight champion of the league, that was in St. Louis. So
put on a lot of weight.
And I don't know if you want to look at like the toughest fighters in the history of the Quebec Nordiques. He probably would still find his way on there.
Well, he's the toughest guy ever in existence.
But I'm just saying,
top 3.
His reputation as being the true alpha male of tough guys in the league, that really happened when he was here in St.
Twister
Louis.
was the bad boy on the block for years. he was the toughest,
Craig Cox.
scariest son of a bitch ever.
Craig Cox played the same.
Coxie was tougher than shit too, but he'd let you punch him. Like Coxie, I don't think scared guys too much, but he'd go toe to toe with you.
Played in Vancouver.
Yeah,
he was.
Probert
he
fights.
was always on the Rock'em Sock'em videos, man.
But
always.
The most fearful fighters were Twister.
Probert.
Were
yes.
I would say people, and Chaser will back me on this, and I kind of agree with him too.
Brown?
Oh, God, yeah, because Dave Brown will hurt you. Mm-hmm. Probert would go and go and go, and he was mean, and he was fearless, and he didn't give a fuck, and he'd fight forever. But he's not really hurting guys like the big guys were. Mm-hmm. Twister will break your neck and crush your orbital bone. Mm-hmm. Fucking Dave Brown with those lefties, those lefts he's throwing, he's going to hurt your face. Joey Kosher is going to hurt your fucking orbital bone. Guys like that. Bugard was horrific to deal with. Like, he'd hurt you. Stevie Mack was getting to that point. You know what I mean? He got rocked a couple times. So, like, the guys that are really, really scary were the guys that people were feared that are really going to hurt you. And that was Twister, man. Again, people say it. It's like riding a bull. Like, fucking 8 seconds, boy. Whoa, am I still going? Am I on this damn thing still? He's throwing you around so much. He was 270 pounds, and he was a killer. In his eyes, he's a killer. He's not just like, I'm doing it just to have fun, Larry. No, he's a killer. There's a difference.
Now, Twister loved fighting, man.
He still does.
Oh, does he?
Twister's still the scariest dude in his fucking town.
Okay, but I'm saying I don't think he's going around fighting all the time right now, though. Maybe. I mean, like, you know, if somebody,
Twister stole the scariest.
Somebody owes him money or something.
Just so you know, Twister stole the scariest motherfucker going. Just so you know.
Don't mess with him.
Don't do it. Don't owe him money.
Don't mess with Twister.
Don't do it. Pay your fucking debt. You know. So, anywho, maybe the girls can get Twister on.
And now that'd be a good first guest for them.
Oh,
God. Cam and Strick too.
Oh, it'd be awesome. It'd be so cool.
I sense some real positive things happening.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Brady's
riveting.
Brody,
are you sneezing again?
Jeez.
The healthiest kid in the fucking league.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He doesn't drink.
No.
Yeah, but like he doesn't drink. He eats healthy stuff. Like he doesn't smoke. Never touched a cigarette in his life. But he's got sniffles all the time, like he's doing blow all night.
Oh, is that what causes
that? Well, that's what, like, if I was doing coke all night, I'm like...
Hey, by the way, my fact checker, they're always out, dude. I love my fact checkers.
Oh, yeah, what'd they say? Go ahead.
You said weed is illegal in Thailand. That's wrong.
Okay.
It's legal.
Okay. Hey, go do a bunch of coke in Thailand. See what
that's
happens.
Not what you said.
Well, actually, go smoke a joint in Thailand. I dare you.
It's legal.
Okay. Like, I'm not touching that shit. I don't trust anything when it comes to that, man. They are hardcore on drugs, dude. I wouldn't fuck with it, just so you know.
No, I wouldn't mess around.
So tell Dink Boy to go roll a doobie in front of the MP in Thailand and see what happens.
What's MP stand for?
Military police.
Oh. Is that what they call them there?
I don't know. I just popped in my head. I don't trust anybody.
I'm thinking about going to Colombia, the country, though, next year, because a good buddy of mine, his wife is from Colombia. They just got back. He's like, dude, you got to come with us next year.
Okay.
Beautiful country.
Colombia?
Yeah, the country. It's a beautiful country, dude.
I know. It's just.
I got to give a shout out to everybody out there in Maui, dude.
Fuck yeah.
I lived there for a summer.
So weird, dude.
It's a very special, very magical, very powerful place.
Yep.
Just like a number of the islands, obviously, out there in Hawaii. And, man, I'm thinking about all these people. They're talking about like $60 billion or something like that they're projecting that it's going to take. I mean, billion to repair the damage that has happened because of these fires. And they're trying to discover still the exact cause of it, Cam.
I heard it was arson. But,
well, that's not what I'm hearing. There is, now listen, the heavy winds related to the hurricane.
There's a storm. Yep.
But you combine that apparently with the
grass,
irresponsibility of some of the electrical workers on the power lines. Apparently they were fixing some shit, and
no sirens either.
When there was no warning for the residents there, and so in terms of people, I don't know what a warning would have done for a number of people. Maybe it would have saved.
Get the hell out.
Yeah, it would have saved.
Yeah,
some
you're damn
lives.
right. A warning would help. Yes, it would. Yeah, the same warning when they had a warning go off about like a nuclear strike a couple years ago. Remember Hawaii had that nuke warning that went off? Everybody's like, what the fuck is this? Well, it worked then. Now you don't. A lot of weird
So this is
weird
just, is it truly an act of God or no?
I don't know, Andy. There's a lot of people, firemen, like you have experts come out and say, I don't know how this fire burnt some of these buildings and how when it came off of the, like the brush and goes into the towns, like how it spread so fucking quick and how hot it was. It's
Oprah's land is okay though. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
She just bought like hundreds of acres.
Why wouldn't you? How about there's a guy?
The price tag wasn't as high as I thought it would be. Like, where did she buy it at?
How about the dude that bought his own island that owns Oracle for $350 million bucks?
Fine.
Yeah, it's on a different. He bought his own part of Hawaii.
But her land apparently is untouched, no damage, and this is not the first time that this has happened to her, where she has bought, hundreds of acres in different spots, only to have the surrounding areas go down in flames.
There's a lot of weird conspiracies going on.
But I'm not saying she's a part of it,
dude. No, you're not saying that. No one's saying that, dude. That's ridiculous. But there is a lot of weird things that they wanted to have Maui go totally green with certain things, and they got shut down. And
it's been green.
No, but there's certain other things that they wanted to do. Anyway, it's scary. There's 1,000 people missing still. 100 dead. Could be updated on that. This is coming out tomorrow. But it's fucking brutal. People are jumping in the water to avoid this shit.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
You mean, like, what's the scene? Is it just like the whole
chaos.
Island just in flames?
Chaos. Complete chaos.
Like the whole place is in flames.
When a fire on an island like that like kills 100 fucking people, like you got jammed up fast. You got trapped fast, dude. That thing spread so fast. And you're like, where do I go? Like, there's videos of people like, I can't go that way, filming this way, can't go that way. It's like a nightmare.
Man.
And it all surrounds you. What do you do? What are you supposed to do?
I don't know what you do.
Get in the sewer? That's burning too, I think.
Damn.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. The hell is that all about?
So do you think that Maui is not like, that you can't vacation there anymore for a long time?
Yeah, Andy, go fly down to Maui and go hang out right now.
No, I'm asking.
It's all rubble and dust.
Like the whole island?
The whole thing.
Really?
Well, the one ritzy main part certainly is. I don't know. Maui's gigantic.
It's not gigantic.
Okay, it's not. No, nothing's gigantic in Hawaii.
No, it's not.
Besides the beauty, but I don't know if the whole Maui, every bit of it is in rubble now. But
where I stayed, just so people know, maybe my fact checkers out there can let me know. Like, I stayed in Paia, Paia,
yeah,
Paia Bay, but you're literally traveling around the entire island all the time, every day. You're just driving around, whatever.
Yeah, I guess. But it doesn't even look like a fire happened. It looks like a nuke went off.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Looks like a nuke.
How have only 100 people died then?
Because there's 1,000 missing.
Really?
What do you mean 100 people? That's a lot of people.
No, it is a lot of people.
Fuck ton of
but
people.
I'm saying there's probably 1 million people who live there.
This is not like...
How many people live on Maui?
Probably not many.
What's your guess?
100,000.
Really?
50,000?
I was going to say like 1 million.
Ooh, I don't know. It's not that big. 1 million people is a lot.
164,000 people.
There you go. That's a lot, man. It's a small place. 1 million, that'd be fucking crowded as shit.
I know. But like St. Louis as a city, for example, like a major...
You think St. Louis has...
2.5 million.
No, it does not.
I think so, yeah.
St. Louis, dude. St. Louis has about 40,000 people living in it right now.
Brody.
You kidding me?
You got to combine the county and the city.
No, you're not combining the county. I'm saying the city. Don't combine the county. St. Louis County goes on for fucking 35 miles.
The city, yeah. But
I'm just saying the city. No one lives in the city, dude. They moved out of the city in the 60s. Been a decline in St. Louis City since the 60s.
No, that's not true. People started moving into there into the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah. Where?
Downtown.
Where?
Like a lot of the
where?
lofts and stuff.
Oh, yeah? Oh, the ones on Washington Avenue that they were selling for $500,000? Now they can't give them away because fucking homeless are living in them now?
Oh.
Remember we used to go to like Lucas Bar, Lucas Pub, and all that shit?
Yeah.
No one goes there now. Why? Because of shootings that happened. Exactly.
Did you see the air show airplane that went down?
Yeah, they popped right out.
Now, I'm reading about this. Apparently, over the years, there's been several incidents where the individuals who are piloting the plane are actually like, they're like stuntmen, daredevils and shit like that too. And they will do this on purpose. It's like, you saw the video.
With the YouTube guy?
YouTube guys, yeah. Exactly.
That jumped out of the plane.
But they're experienced pilots. So this one guy who had a video of the incident was like, man, they just did that on purpose. He says that on the video. Now, I don't think that's true. It hasn't been proven to be true, but I looked it up to see if that's something that could be true, and apparently it's happened multiple times over the years. And the fact that they were able to escape as fast as they did, were there 4 of them?
Yeah, it looked like there's 4.
And did they all survive?
I think so. But like, was the plane going down? What'd they say? What happened? Dude, there's crashes.
It looked like it was going down because it kind of exploded before it made contact with anything.
There's crashes at air shows all the time.
Dude, I don't know how these guys do that.
Scary ass crashes,
like
dude.
the Blue Angels and shit. They don't seem to crash though.
Yeah. These are more like stunt pilots, I guess.
Stunt pilots.
But if you go on YouTube, again, YouTube's everything. You'll see like video of these air shows. It just happened the other day where like all these planes are flying and just 2 of them clipped each other and fucking both went down. It's crazy.
I thought I had mono over the weekend, dude. Like I would literally just like fall asleep, like standing up. Had no energy.
Mono. What are you, a 13-year-old girl?
I don't know, dude.
Mono.
Or it was.
You would be the guy in high school to get mono.
I've never had mono.
You know the kid in high school that has mono?
Oh my god!
And you're like, how did he get mono?
Right, exactly.
He doesn't even make out with anybody
for like 2 months.
He's always sick. The bubble boy.
You ever had
mono.
a kid on your hockey team who was gone who had mono?
Yes.
He's like gone for like a month.
Like he's a kid that's like doesn't do anything either,
Exactly.
and he gets mono.
Like, how'd you get mono?
Like I'm just making out with fucking all kinds of.
Well, maybe it's the
crazy
corona, dude. The corona, it could be. Are people still like? I don't hear too many people getting diagnosed with COVID still. Are they not testing for it, or what's the latest?
COVID is just way down on my list of giving a fuck. It is way the fuck down.
What's how far down? Like, give me something that's above
I don't
it.
give a fuck about it.
Give me something that you would put like ahead of it.
That empty chew fucking can.
Okay.
Like it just pissed me off so much. That whole and like people fucking, I get it, but COVID is just not on my. And I see some. Hey, Pfizer has a new boot. Okay.
So if I fall asleep, dude, I'm just telling you what's going on with me. Like I might just like literally just like.
See, Andy's like full of bacteria. Just goddamn, like.
No, I'm not.
You gotta come in this tiny ass studio and you're just around kids all the time. You get mono. They're touching your face and shit.
So back to what I was saying earlier, which we never really got to it, but you're right. Dropping kids off at school is very emotional for these kids. So, or for these parents and the kids.
You'll be okay. Like if I'm a parent, if I'm a parent and I'm dropping my kids off at school, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
That's not the way it works. I know.
Get out of my house. I know
dads that are literally like uncontrollably like sobbing because they're
kids
dropping
going to
off
school?
their daughters at college.
At college, yeah, man, that's a different.
That's
story.
what I'm talking about.
You said school.
No. I mean like college.
Did Lori cry when she dropped off little Ivy?
They haven't gone back to school yet.
Oh.
But no, that won't be a crying situation.
I was going to say.
But when they go to college.
That'd be a good podcast to talk about.
They can probably talk about that.
About crying when your kid goes to elementary school.
Listen, they already have like 5 or 6 shows in the bank already, man. With the topics.
Listen, if your little girl goes to college, you're damn right. I'd be sad. I'd be crying. Yes, absolutely, man. It's your baby, dude. And now she's on her own.
Like
there's going to be creeps everywhere.
The idea sounds great. It's like, yeah, you should go to college like 1,500 miles away. That's a great school. And then all of a sudden, like, you're like dropping them off. Okay.
Listen to me, though. All y'all out there. If you have an opportunity to go to a fucking badass school that's far away and you don't do it because you want to be close to your mommy and daddy, that's ridiculous. It is not going to fucking matter. It won't matter. You're gone 2 hours away. You're gone 13 hours. It does not matter. You find the best school you could possibly go to. Now it's on you. It's not about your mom and dad. It's not about anybody. This is your time. Your time to meet people. Your time to get fucking good grades. Your time to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life. You have 60 more years the rest of your life. This is your time. It's not your mom and dad convincing you got to be by us. No. What is the best opportunity for you? You'll call your parents. They'll fly out. Who gives a shit? You go to the best opportunity you possibly can. It's not going to matter if your mom and dad are close or not. You're going to be homesick no matter what. Go to the best opportunity possible.
Do you know how hard it is to get into a college?
I don't know. You got good grades, you probably get in.
No, it's hard. Like they don't take a lot of people like they used to. In state, out of state.
Well, what are they doing then? Not having people show up?
No, like
what do you mean?
It's like hard for like out of state.
Is there less people at the school now?
No.
Then you're not making any sense.
It's like I think they're not. It's harder for like out of state. Okay. Did your mom and dad cry when they dropped you off at Windsor?
Oh God, yes.
Your dad too.
Oh, he was fucking balling. Dude.
Was he?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Big time.
They're leaving you in Canada.
Leaving me in Canada with an old couple, an 80-year-old old couple. And I'm just fucking full of piss and vinegar. And they're like, what is he going to do?
So my brother,
listen,
so my nephew is building this season. He's like moving to play AAA for a different team in a different city. Mm-hmm. And they go to drop him off. And they pull up to this house cam. And they're like, there is no way in hell that we're leaving you here. Like the place was a complete disaster.
Oh yeah.
Complete disaster. Okay. And so like finding a good billet, man, is way easier said than done, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? All the parents out there, when you're leaving your kid, if you're not 100% comfortable with the situation, don't do it, man. Go tell the team, hey, find a different billet for them to live with, dude, because if it's...
Yeah, but sometimes you overreact to things, too.
Yeah, but sometimes it's in certain situations. I'm telling you,
no, it's not an easy thing to drop your 16, 17-year-old kid with two people that you have no fucking clue who they are.
And then they had like an agreement with the program, how much the parents would pay and all this stuff per month. Then all of a sudden, this couple, crazy people, they were like, hey, we've actually changed our mind. We now want this much money per month. They were like trying to increase the price and whatever.
Billets need to get paid more. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah, they should.
Listen, I was so expensive, man, to them, but I signed, so I had money, and I took care of my billets, you know what I mean? But, man, like, some of these, I feel bad for some of the billets because they'll have these kids in. Kids don't fucking hang out. They don't talk to the billets. They don't talk to the billets' kids. All they do is eat, shit, and sleep, and they get nothing out of it. And it's like, well, that fucking sucks.
I hear way more positive stories with their billets than I do negative.
No doubt.
I don't hear too many negative.
I
do know some
kids,
Cam, who are from a very silver spoon upbringings, and they go to stay at a billet, and it's like the parents take them out of that situation because it's not good enough. When in reality, it's just not comparable to the situation they grew up in. Like you're probably not going to find a situation as good as a situation, but sometimes it's terrible. But I've also seen situations where like the kid has to suck it up too.
Yeah,
it may not
suck
be
it the
perfect
fuck up.
situation.
No, you're like it's not supposed to be beautiful. Mm-hmm. You gotta go work.
A lot of times it is though.
I mean, depends.
A
on where
lot
you're
of billets and whatever.
Like there's not one beautiful house that I remember billet. Like there's comfy, cute houses, but nothing crazy. But like that's your time. That's your fucking time to shine, dude. Like you sleep in that fucking bed. You pay. You listen to your billets. You do what the fuck they tell you to do. It's all part of the process. You're becoming a man. You're playing juniors. You got 4,000 people screaming your name. This is fucking business. Suck that up. Go get a name for yourself and give yourself an opportunity to make some money playing the sport. Sometimes you got to sleep in a smaller bed. So what? This is 3 years. Suck it up. You're going to have the time of your life. And if you don't have the time of your life, you're not fucking playing hard enough. Because if you play hard and you're somewhat successful in juniors, dude, you got the world by the fucking nuts, man. In that little town, are you kidding? God. My buddies were hanging out in the basement of their parents' house. I'm judging hot body contests at clubs at 17 years old. My buddies are like, what are we doing? We'll walk right around back. Watch this. Not even of age to drink. Doing hot body contests. Hot body contests in Windsor. You mean when all my other buddies in St. Louis are hanging out in the basement at their parents' house waiting, making sure they're not talking too loud.
Or they're in college having fun.
I was 17, dude. So we're still in high school.
I do know some kids that leave too early, though, Cam. Like you got to know when the right time to leave. Some of these kids that leave at 16.
You get drafted by a CHL team.
It might be a little too soon.
Go play, man. Go play. Are you going to play AAA one more year? No, go play juniors, dude. Get going. Hang out with the older guys. They'll teach you. Unless they're hazing you. Never put up with that bull fuck shit.
You think that's still going on?
If you're hazing people in the locker room, you're an idiot. You're a weirdo. No. I'm not saying go pick the bag up, take my bag, give me a coffee. No. Sexual hazing. You're a fucking weirdo. You're a weirdo.
That's like
the first thing you want to do to this young kid is drop his fucking pants and
now.
spank his ass.
That's criminal.
You weirdo.
That's
never even seen that shit. I never had anybody try that shit on me or any of my teammates. Now, hey, am I going to talk to that girl? Yeah, goddamn right I am. I'll go talk to that group of women. I'll go over there and talk to them. I'll talk to every
Would
fucking
that be
girl.
Part of the hazing?
Hey, Cam, go talk to her. Goddamn right I will. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Go bring him over here. Cam, go bring him over here. Fucking right. Fucking ain't right. Mm-hmm. Cam, take your pants off and let us smack you. What'd you say to me? What'd you say? I'll fuck all you up. Fucking do this shit.
Not at that age.
The fuck I wouldn't. At 17, I was the toughest guy on every team. Every single team. No one hazed me ever, ever, ever. If your kid's getting hazed in college, forcing them to drink and all that shit, dude, you got to put your foot down. Weirdos. Weirdo hazing, where they force booze down you and then they do weird sexual things. You're a weirdo.
You in the bathroom with like
You're a
bunch of
weirdo.
dudes.
Naked.
Yeah. We've heard some crazy stories, man, from different people who have been
Why would that even pop in your head? Why would that ever pop in your head to do? Brody's a new kid. No, I'm going to have Brody, can you just clean up my mess here? Wait, fine. Brody, can you carry my bag? Brody, go get those girls and bring them over here real quick. Brody, take them shirts off real quick. Let me look at you, boy.
Oh, my God.
No, let me
Stop looking at him like that.
Let me look at you, boy.
I got to step in here.
Let me look at you, boy.
Stop talking to him like that.
Why would I want to think that way? Why would that pop in my head?
Because they're conditioned.
How about the dude from Northwestern, the coach from Northwestern College
What
football?
do you think of that situation?
Yeah, how do you not know? You're a coach. How do you not know that shit's going on? Mm-hmm. And if you didn't know, you're a fucking idiot.
So you think he should be fired?
Yes. Get him out of there. Sexual hazing going on in the showers and stuff like that. You don't know about it? You're walking through that locker room 50 times over. How do you not know that?
Well, or people that are working for him should know.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Trainer or somebody. They're getting raped in the shower, basically.
Yeah.
Smacked around, smacking their tied up. What? I didn't know. Bullshit, you didn't know. Mm-hmm. Figure it out then.
We've seen some crazy shit.
Man. Don't ever have your kids get hazed. And if you're out there and you know, dudes, you put your foot down. Don't ever have somebody do that fucking weird shit to you. Yeah. Ever.
Not to transition into
Jesus.
This wasn't a hazing incident. Certainly it was a negative incident. But I hear Joel Quenneville has officially met with Gary Bettman.
Oh, okay.
And they had their meeting. And
he done fucked up too.
And we'll see what happens moving forward. But
I like Joel.
I hope that he gets the chance to get back behind the bench sooner than later. My guess is he will become eligible again at this time next season. I would say that he will be eligible to coach again. Now, it could happen before, but I don't see this dragging into 24, 25. I mean, if you're either going to never let him coach, but if you're going to let him coach, you can't just continue to go on and on and on. You got to let him get back in at some point in time.
I agree.
Same goes with Bowman. You know, they've kind of like, you know.
We like to.
Yeah. So
I like him
so
too.
I would think by this time next year, not saying it won't happen sooner, but by this time next year, those guys will be eligible to work in the NHL again.
Yeah, and that's cool. Listen, we don't know everything that went down. But if you're a head coach and your little nerdy video coach is hanging out with fucking players.
Get him out of there.
Get the fuck out of here. Hanging out all night with players? What? You know that's what he's doing.
Or with like, yeah, exactly.
With anybody, dude. No. You're a video coach. You don't hang out with the players.
No.
You're not the stick kid that's not making that much money, that works his ass off for you, that wants to hang out and have a couple beers. You're a coach. Mm-hmm. You're a coach. You're bottom of the coaching level. And you're hanging out till wee hours in the morning with players that are young.
Mm-hmm. Like a prospect.
Like a prospect that shouldn't even be going out anyway, probably. And you're partying with him to the wee hours.
Black ace during the playoffs.
And you knew about that? Get rid of him. Get him out.
Well, what's confusing is what they knew versus what they didn't know. And what the organization knew, Cam, and what they told the general manager and coach they were going to do to handle it. And they didn't handle it appropriately.
Nothing gets by.
John McDonough, man, he was the president. From what I understand, he looked at Joel, he looked at Stan. I will handle it. You guys go focus on what you got to do.
Okay.
One's a coach, one's a GM, playoff run. They thought it was going to be handled. I don't think what the information that they were given at the time was close to the extent of the information we know now in terms of following an interview and like an investigation and all that. So I think in terms of a lot of the information that's come out was not the information that was presented to Joel and Stan initially. And they were told by the president of the team, from what I'm being told, is that it would be handled by the highest level. They dropped the ball. They didn't do it. A lot of other people are paying the price as a result. Zach Boychuk's on this edition of the...
I like him, man. He's
Cam
cool
thought we were having the...
Johnny
Boychuk. The Islanders defenseman.
Zach's pretty interesting, dude.
But Zach's way more popular than Johnny.
Yeah, he is.
Johnny played like 700 more games, but Zach's like way more popular.
I like Zachy, man. He's cool. He's interesting. You know what I mean? Crypto Zach.
Crypto Zach's very interesting.
Yeah. I like him a lot.
Listen, don't ever judge the interview based on the back of the hockey card. I will tell that to people, especially all my people over there.
It's a good point right there, baby.
Newfoundland or
That's
whatever.
a gosh dang good point.
Because this is a hell of a conversation, dude.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude. He's experienced a ton.
Mm-hmm.
He went from being on the top, winning gold medals, playing for Canada's World Junior team, first-round draft pick, to basically not being able to survive in the NHL, dude.
Yeah, I know.
And now being able to maintain a long professional career overseas, playing in Europe for various leagues. He's got hobbies. He's interesting. He does different types of shit. Talked a lot about Russia. So people are going to be like, wow, this is a hell of an interview, man. It's like, it's not the same interview as like JT Miller.
I like him too.
People are like calling. I'm doing like interviews about the interview.
Yeah.
But like in Montreal though, Cam, like different spots, and then like a newspaper, there was a big newspaper article written, and I'm like quoted it and stuff like that. The guy calls me.
A lot of people are taking our quotes, and I'm just like, I'm making sure that they tag
crediting.
us. Or just credit us. Because a couple people text me like, hey man, a couple of these people are...
Hey man, but I will say this about Vancouver. They're one of the loudest fan bases, if not the loudest fan base going.
Big time.
I mean, they don't have the same reputation as like Toronto, so therefore they probably don't get the same amount of respect in terms of how loud that fan base is. They are into it.
Yeah, well, Vancouver's a big city. You know, is it the second biggest city in Canada? Is it bigger than Montreal? I think it is.
I think it's bigger than Montreal.
I think it's the second biggest city next to Toronto.
Is it?
What do you think there, Brody? He's almost there. Brody's fast.
Brody's on top of it.
Brody's on, baby.
Second biggest city.
What is it?
Third biggest city.
Toronto's first, Montreal's second, Vancouver's third.
Okay. Montreal's pretty big too.
Yeah, Montreal's big.
And what? Ottawa, Calgary?
Ottawa, Calgary,
Yep.
Edmonton, Winnipeg.
Wow.
Yep.
All the
Hey,
NHL
Racco
cities.
Gudis. What did Gudis say about playing in Canada? I keep seeing that pop back up. But you have to click on it, and it always goes to ads.
He said he was even nervous.
Yeah.
It made him nervous to play there as a road player, as a visiting player. He was like, I
think
don't know.
he says, I don't like their policies, too.
Or did he say that?
I think so.
We had Racco Gudis on, man.
I like
a long
him.
time ago. Awesome.
All
interview.
these cats, man. I like them. I like JT Miller.
Hey, but
I like
JT
Zachy
was cool as
Boychuk.
shit. And like the consensus I get is that people really like this guy, and they're happy that he's on their team in Vancouver. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you got to yell at your teammates, man. It's all good.
Were you a guy that yelled at your teammates? I could see you
No.
being like that.
No.
Well, not when you played pro, because like no one's gonna like listen to you yelling at their teammate.
No.
But when you were younger,
yeah, I'd say I probably did.
because like I've played with you a couple times, and you're very hard to deal with. When
so
I'm
are
playing
you.
with
Okay.
you,
Like you don't get off the ice. You're annoying.
that's
you don't
not
get
true.
the puck. You don't do anything with it. You try to toe drag a guy in the neutral zone. Then you don't get back, and then your body language.
But like
is bad.
you're finger pointing, you're yelling.
Yeah, you. Because it's you.
You make others around you nervous, so they can't like handle the puck.
I played 2 extra years in the NHL for being a good teammate.
Well, maybe then,
What?
you figured it out.
There you go.
But I see you as a young kid being like, "What the fuck you doing?" Like when the guy's coming off the ice.
I don't know. I thought I was a pretty good teammate, Andy. to be
Fucking
honest with
stay on side.
you. No, it's just you because you get like a smile on your face out there. You're not getting anything done. Guys want you off the ice. And I got
a big game coming up.
I bet. The one I put a bounty on you?
Well, I hope you.
I didn't take the bounty off.
You haven't?
Kind of.
We were supposed to.
I did in a way.
In a way.
In a way. I said, don't do that. So they don't listen. Don't listen to me. They'll listen to me one way or the other, just so you know.
I know. Hey, you got to take care of that. It's a very stressful time right now, Cam. Kids getting cut and shit like that. You know that.
What's that have to do with somebody bagging you up on the ice?
I'm just telling you, a lot of the hockey parents listening, they're going through some shit.
You're going to be okay. Okay, all you parents, you're going to be okay. Your kid didn't make a team, it's going to be okay. You're going to look back in 20 years and laugh about it. Just like I did when I made the one team I didn't make, or I didn't make the team. Team Quebec. I was fucking devastated. Oh, God. My dad was devastated. Oh, God. Cam didn't make it. Embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, man. Embarrassed.
Did your dad
it means nothing.
Did you not do good in the tryouts?
Dominated, dude.
Dominated. Oh, that's what they all say.
In AAA?
He dominated.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, when guys play in NHL for 10 years and they ask about AAA, they dominated. Everybody dominated in AAA if you played in NHL. They all dominated.
I'm talking about the tryout.
They all, yeah, dominated. You know? And I'm like, whoa, I'm not making this team. I thought it was a joke. And I was devastated. Devastated.
Didn't you play on the same team as the rest of the guys?
Yes, the whole team made it besides me. It was embarrassing. Me and Cody Carson, the two guys, our captain and assistant captain, didn't make the team. We're like, what? Like, okay, we thought it was a joke, and it wasn't. And I was devastated.
Did he call up there to see what?
No, we don't do that. No, he didn't.
He didn't call.
No, we're just like, fuck it, get out of here. Fuck all you. We left. My dad said that to Mike Zook and Big Boy, our boy.
I hear he was kind of like a loud hockey dad. Like would he get would he get in the face of a coach?
No, only other parents that tried to like throw beer on me and like threaten me, he'd get in their face. My dad sat by himself. My dad was a loud hockey dad. Are you out of your the OG? Are you out of your fucking mind?
OG.
He's a fucking OG, dude.
Very loud.
No, he wasn't. Don't say stupid things.
Would get into like,
he's not embarrassing. Like every fucking dad you got to deal with, they're embarrassing. My dad was not that way.
I felt like he had to go around the bench one time and he got into it with Coach Morehouse maybe once or twice.
Well, maybe that did happen.
Yeah, see, I'm
I got booted out of a tournament or something. Who knows, Andy? But it wasn't that big of a deal. No, he was great. He was great with me. That's why he's the OG. He's the OG hockey dad, man. Well, my dad coached before. No, I made it.
Yoink.
God, ruin it. Don't steal all my stuff away.
Zach Boychuk. Brought to you by First Form and firstform.com, Cam. Cam is dressed head to toe today.
Every day, homeboy. It's every day. Every single day.
Does it make you feel tougher?
It makes me feel athletic.
Me too.
And he's got stupid sandals on too. You look, if I'm doing a job interview, if I'm a boss and I have a job interview and you walk in with fucking sandals on, I'm going to look at you like you're a lazy son of a bitch.
I would never.
I'll look at you like
to the interview wearing
can't even
these.
Put on fucking shoes for this interview. You look like you're lazy, like you're on the beach, laissez-faire, boop-doo-doop-boo-doo-doo-doo, don't care, boop-doo-doo. No, put some fucking shoes on, like a fucking man.
Those
are for children and women on beaches.
I told Kate and Laurie they can wear their flip-flops when they do their podcast.
They can do a podcast about flip-flops. You know? It looks embarrassing. Your toenails look like shit. You look like a child, like what children wear, like little ties running around in Cape Cod with his sandals on. That's what you look like. Lazy. You don't care what's going on. You're just like, it doesn't matter what time I get places. Shit goes down. It doesn't matter. Like, you're just like, oh, you're on vacation.
What were you wearing on the golf course? Capri pants?
What?
You had like some capri pants on, dude.
Those are golf pants, dude.
They aren't golf pants.
Yeah, they are.
Like they're for golf?
They're St. Albans golf pants, yes.
Really?
Yes, St. Albans golf pants. Yep. They're actually really nice.
How'd you hit the ball? I heard.
I was better than everybody in my group.
Really?
Matty Lashoff, Alex Brooks, and Billy Muller. I was better than all of them.
Were you?
Yep. Brooksy was okay. Brooksy and I probably tied. But I wasn't good. They just sucked.
Okay.
You know. Love them, though. Great guys.
I got a call today that I was supposed to be playing in a golf tournament today. I had no idea. It's like, you got to ask me for me to like know if I'm supposed to play.
And he's like, well, I get invited to a golf tournament.
I get invited quite often, actually.
So do I, man. And they're always on Mondays, too. We got to do our shit.
I know.
I can't take off work to go to a golf tournament unless you're paying.
I only like playing golf with people I know. I hate to say it.
Oh, God, dude. No shit.
Like, I don't like being the guy that they put with three random people.
Oh, man. No. I do that all the time.
No, I know. But like, I just don't.
Like, you're the celebrity of the group?
Yeah, and I'm not good. It's just not fun to do that. I'd rather just chill and smoke cigars. And
Yeah,
First Form and firstform.com. Hey, if you didn't know, Nick got a dog, by the way.
Little puppy.
They got
Is
a
it
little
a golden
puppy.
doodle?
No, it's a Cavapoo.
Okay.
Which is kind of
Cutie.
similar, but Winnie is the name, I believe.
Oh, little Winnie.
You're supposed to send him a present or something. I don't know.
What?
If you like slapped on that, you're supposed to send him a present.
For getting a dog?
For his dog, yeah.
That's not how it
Well,
works.
a lot of people are doing it.
How about we take him out to dinner again?
Yeah, we can do that.
I'd rather do that than
Okay,
send a
we can do
fucking
that.
little toy that the dog's gonna like choke on.
What's catching your attention right now with First Form? What do you really kind of using more than others?
Their zip up new fall clothing line.
That's the quarter zip.
Oh, dude.
I'm talking more like.
I loaded my dad up too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that all he's wearing?
Every time I go over there, I say, "Where'd you get that? I go, God damn it, I got you. I got you." You know. Oh. They have new stuff for your liver too, by the way.
Oh.
Yes. And mine fucking needs it. It's like a rejuvenate or replenish your liver. It's like Kate ordered
flushes it out.
Flush it out, baby. Kate's like, "Oh my God." I go, "Oh God, get that."
Mm-hmm.
I go, "Oh God, get that."
So are you taking it yet?
I haven't got it yet.
Okay,
I just
good.
ordered it. It's coming in.
Okay.
They come pretty fucking fast.
Very fast.
Very
and it
fast.
comes with a handwritten note.
Yes. So that I'm
And
jumping
they do
all over that.
follow-up handwritten notes.
Yeah, I know.
How do you like it? The last questions like that, you know. They have the best protein you're going to find anywhere else in the market, Cam. If you are into working out, or if you're not into working out, but you want to learn more about working out, if you want to have a life coach, somebody to kind of get your life on track, to push you in the right direction, there is no better place in the world to turn to than First Form and firstform.com. You got to use our link, though.
Yep.
Got to use our link, firstform.com/Cam and Strick. Check out all of the stuff that they have, from the apparel to the protein to the snacks to the hats to the
I need a couple new
workout
hats.
gear, everything.
Yeah.
It truly is
It's
incredible.
crazy, dude. It's crazy what they got going.
Mm-hmm. I was telling people at a party over the weekend, actually, all about First Form.
What party?
It was like kind of like.
What party did you go to? Andy goes to every party he's invited to, you know? Like every single party.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some parties I'd be like I ain't going to that.
Yeah.
You go to every one, don't you?
It was fun.
What'd you guys
Or
do?
a doctor at a doctor's house. It was cool. Not my doctor, but
Blast. What'd you guys do?
just hung out. Listen, I've become such a
small
lightweight
talk.
all of a sudden.
Small talk with everybody.
Why is that happening to me?
Were they all talking about their portfolios and shit?
Not really.
Were you like, hi? And then like somebody's having a conversation about like doing surgery, and you're like, let me get out of this one. Then you go to the other one, they're talking about their portfolio, and you're like, ooh, get me out of this one. Then you go to another conversation, they're talking about like something else.
No.
You couldn't keep up with or something.
But I probably wouldn't keep up with that conversation.
No way, dude. If there's one, like I always like to view myself as like I can walk into any conversation and still have some sort of say in something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to doctors, fuck that. Like I'm like lost.
Some of these doctors are cool as shit, though, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful wives.
Yeah. Be tough to be a doctor, man. You gotta give them respect, but I wouldn't. That's just a lot of time, dude. It's a lot of time.
Smart you have to be.
You gotta be smart. You gotta be patient. You got to, you got to work a lot. You got to be on call. It's not my cup of tea.
But
obviously.
like most of them, if not all of them, were pretty familiar with First Form. There was one in particular that like wasn't. I pulled up the website and he's like, "Wow!" And now he just made his first order. So we'll see what the reaction is to First Form. Firstform.com/Cam and Strick. Get it today. All right, the Illinois Recovery Center, Cam. If you're in the know, you call it the IRC.
Yeah, man. The real deal.
Chrissy Pondoff and Eric, everybody affiliated over there, man. They are just doing their thing. If you're in need, or if you know somebody,
which you do,
in need, there is one place to go and to turn to. Although you do have options. But I will say the Illinois Recovery Center, it's the new premier patient substance abuse facility in Swansea, Illinois. They take you from anywhere you're at, though, man, anywhere in the country. Their mission is to be the receiving hand when somebody is seeking help. The Illinois Recovery Center delivers a comprehensive system of care that welcomes both the individuals, Cam, as well as their families. So it's not just about you. They take care of the family. They know everybody is involved here. So if you or someone you know wants to learn about the IRC, please call 888-743-0971. 888-743-0971. Call them today. You can always email them as well. info@IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com. That's info@IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com. If you want to send me a message or Cam a message, we can get you in touch with the people as well and hook that up. And if you want to talk to somebody like Chrissy or Eric, maybe to explain things in further detail of how they can help you and how the process works, man. Again, they're here for you.
I don't mean to be so down and out, but one of my second cousins took his own life 3 days ago. Yeah, a lot of
Really?
shit. Yeah, dude. And plus Kate's other cousin.
I have an uncle that's dealing with some stuff.
God, it makes me mad and sad at the same time. And I'm just telling you guys, like, you got to jump on this quick. I'm telling you, you could be the toughest son of a bitch in the world, but if you're trying to crawl to the demon days because you're addicted, dude, your mind goes bad. It goes bad fast. And you never think that somebody would harm themselves, but when you're in that kind of jam, you feel like there's no way out. You gotta help these guys. You gotta I know it's tough to do, force people to have an intervention and then go into it's tough, but you gotta do it. These people are gonna help you. They will help you. I'm telling you. Get going on it now.
Yeah.
And then once they're out, man, they are going to be a new person. And you're going to see the glow in their soul. Mm-hmm. They don't have a soul right now. Their soul's taken over. And once they get that back, oh, my God, it's such a good feeling to see these guys. Oh, and girls. Whew, man.
They got a bed waiting for you, don't they?
A comfortable bed. Really comfortable, just so you know. Really comfortable.
888-743-0971. Contact the Illinois Recovery Center today. And again, if you have any other questions about that, feel free to reach out, and we can hook you up and get you in contact.
Yep.
Brett Tesson Roofing, baby.
It's my boy.
Man, we've had some crazy storms the last couple of days too, man. We've got some sunshine finally coming. The weather here is so crazy.
It is.
It's like 80 today, like literally like a high of 80, and a week from today it's supposed to be a high of 105.
Yeah, well, that's August in Missouri, dude.
Well, I don't understand exactly how's that. Oh, by the way, I should have told you this, man. You know how life is all about close calls?
Mm-hmm.
Not my historic tree that I have in the back of my house, because I had
close call. I know exactly. No. Why do you exaggerate?
I'm
stupid
not,
fucking
Cam,
stories,
I'm not.
Man.
A separate historic tree that's in the wooded area, probably a good 60 feet tall. I'm standing outside. It's 9 o'clock. I'm getting something out of my trunk. We had just gotten home. Kids are inside. My wife is on the driveway. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's no wind. There's no bad weather. Clear skies.
It doesn't matter.
Lots of stars in my neighborhood.
Yeah, right.
And this tree, huge oak tree, just falls to the ground.
Is it the one that you posted?
I didn't post it.
No, you did.
My wife probably did.
Yeah, the little tree.
It's not little at all.
The tree that's dead that fell. Yeah.
Okay.
Dead trees fall.
Okay. That could have killed my kids,
fall.
dude. That could have killed my kids.
Yeah, I know. Well, clean up the dead trees. If you have dead trees like that, cut them down.
That's a $3,000 job.
No, it's not.
To cut that tree down.
That wasn't that big, dude. That thing was deader than a doornail, man. Cut that goddamn thing down.
You don't know what this.
You posted it.
I didn't post it. You don't know.
You did. It was deader. It was rotted out. That thing would have gone right through you anyway.
So now I'm worried about. No, it wouldn't. I can't even move it. It's so heavy.
You can't move a lot of things. It's okay. Get that thing. That's good firewood, man.
Know.
Keep that mug.
If anybody wants to come over with a chainsaw and
cut that up yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Cut it up yourself.
Do you use a chainsaw or an 100%. Axe?
No, a chainsaw.
Do you own a
dude.
chainsaw?
Yes.
Can I borrow it?
No.
I need to borrow your
own chainsaw.
You don't have a chainsaw.
Yes, I do.
Do you have a lot of tools?
Yeah, I got them all. Do I like using tools? No. But do I have tools? Yes. Do I have a chainsaw?
I'm just saying the weather's crazy. And
you couldn't even start a chainsaw.
I appreciate whoever was watching over us at the time, man, that we were taken care of, that we are safe, and that did not fall when I was standing right there in that spot, because I am in that spot several times a day. So is Ty.
All right, man. It's all good. It's hard to
think
that way.
That could have landed right on top of us.
Yeah, but okay, a lot of things could have happened.
Maybe
that chick when you drove here, that girl could have ran a red light and got you.
Probably a good 250 years old, that tree.
Maybe. Did you look at the rings on it? Can you count rings? You know what that means?
Not that many.
That's not that old of a tree.
Is it one ring per year?
It depends on how you look at it.
Well, I'll send you a picture and we can throw it out there.
150 years old?
Oh, easy. 300, 400 years old.
400?
Yeah,
I don't know. It wasn't that thick.
Maybe.
It wasn't that thick. he goes from 200 to 400.
But I can say on the inside of my house is nice and cool right now, Kim, because I got that nano shield, man. That cool roof
God,
coat.
yes.
You got to put that coat. It's like a spray paint they put on there.
Makes
almost,
you feel
man.
good.
And it's good for 10 years.
Damn right.
And it stops the heat transfer through the roof. People out there right now, man, you know how it is. You go to your top level of your house and it's hot as shit. If you don't have that zone air conditioning too, it's very, very hot. But I'm telling you right now, it'll drop the HVAC use by up to 45%. This has been proven. A lot of Fortune 500 companies are using this. You can have it on your house now as well. It'll make your house cooler.
That's all that matters, dude.
And make it comfortable inside your house, dude.
And they do a damn
And
good
you're not going to
job.
have to worry about a damn thing for at least 10 years.
Nope. Tesson Roofing right there, baby.
I may have him come play on a line with me.
Fuck. I'd have fucking big old Brett come down. No Bucky and warm up. Have him fucking
I might
troll around
center
the
a
red
line with Brett Tesson and then First Form Nick on the other side.
I don't know about First Form Nick. I got to see what he's all about. I got to see what is First Form Nick? How is he as a hockey? He does everything else pretty damn good. Like, how is he as a hockey? He's got to be bad at something.
Probably, well, I don't know if he is.
Damn, if he's
I don't
better
know if
than
there's
us,
anything
that
that
sucks.
he's bad at.
He's probably better than us at hockey.
Probably so.
Good God.
First Form
But
Nick.
he never, like, acts like he's better. Like, he'll be like, no, Cam, you're better than me. When he knows that he's better than me.
I know.
And he'll be, like, sincere about
But
it.
I'd have Brett Tesson line up on the right side.
Oh, he'll bad guys up. But he's a good dude. Like, you talk to him like, man, this guy's a shit kicker. And I'm like talking to him, he's like, nicest guy in the world. That's why that's why they like working for him.
Cool roof coat, nano shield, cool roof coat. Yeah, his roofers never leave him.
No. Funny how that works. And roofers leave everybody.
Plus, he's the preferred roofer with all the big
Insurance
major
companies,
insurance companies, too.
Hell yeah.
You know that, too?
Yeah, absolutely. Roofers and
TessonRoofing.com, baby.
Yeah, like if your roofers stay with you, man, that means you're pretty damn good.
What does that mean? It means you're
Because
really
roofers come and go,
Yes,
dude.
they do.
They want to make a quick buck. They don't want to work.
These guys don't do that.
They fucking take care of their people. That's what it, just like concrete. Same thing. You come in for a dipshit comes in for a week, he fucking scams you, he's gone. You know what I mean? Hey, can I get $100 to go home? I have no gas. You give him $100, never see him again.
Cam, what's the number one way to get cut from your hockey team?
The number one way, besides like what, being a bad player?
Like if your skates are fucked up.
Oh God, yeah. Well, yeah,
If
because
you
you're gonna
can't skate.
Well, being hurt is the number one way.
Well, okay, we all know that.
Well, you could blow
I
a
mean,
tire.
you act like you're like coming up with something that we never thought of. Like we all know the number
What'd you
one
think
ability is the availability.
What'd you think of?
Not being able to skate.
Yeah,
having-
and falling into the boards.
Yeah, having no
Because you could
edges.
fix your skates. But once your skates are fucked up and you fall into the boards, you break your AC
Having
joint.
no edges.
Yeah.
Going to see Seth instead of getting a Sparks. That's the number one way to get cut from your hockey team, Cam. Because when you go see Seth and you put all your money on Seth, you expect him to make sure that you're going out there on the ice and you're delivering the highest level of performance.
Seth was
You're
busy.
putting it on him.
Well, Seth was busy the night before, gathering around all the kitty cats in the neighborhood and killing them.
Oh my God.
You know, he's running around the neighborhood at night, gathering the pets and killing them. And there's bones in the basement.
Oh my God.
No, seriously.
Really?
Yes.
His parents don't know that?
They don't know shit. My son's he's a good kid. No, he's not. He's Satan.
Jesus.
Good God.
And he's working at the hockey shop.
Check his computer out.
I don't want to.
Just check his computer.
I'd rather not.
Lord.
I don't want to know what's in there.
He's going to sharpen Ty's skates in those tryouts?
Never. You know why?
Okie
You want to know why?
dokie.
Because I got a Sparks machine will
dokie.
take all of this away from you. You talk about relieving the pressure and just taking a deep breath and being like, okay, now I'm in control.
Yeah.
I'm in control of my own skates. Listen, this is the best investment I've ever made, was getting a Sparks skate sharpener. I'll tell you that right now. The best investment ever made. And I've heard from so many different parents who have been like, thank you so much for getting us away from Seth, number one.
Oh, God.
Away from Seth.
He's got your credit card number.
Like the Amber Alert goes off and all of a sudden the license plate matches his car.
It's him.
It's his car.
It's him.
It's him. And it's no surprise.
First
You're
hat, it's animals,
you're
then
like,
it's humans.
I should have known. All the warning signs were there.
No shit. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
At the time, I had no idea, but now I think about it.
With him, you
Now I
kind of
think,
know.
well, all those cat bones in his
With
basement.
him, you kind of know.
I thought he was just collecting them for a necklace.
Do you know that more than 25 teams in the league use a Sparks skate sharpener, Cam?
Damn right.
And a lot of the hockey shops nowadays, because Seth is such a terrible employee, they don't even want him working there, that they just now have a Sparks.
Of course.
instead of having Seth there cross-grinding your skates. No edges.
Looking at you.
Don't hire Seth. Get yourself a Sparks and do it today.
What kind of animals you have.
Oh, my God. But use our promo code. You're going to save more money than you
And
will
he's
on
like,
Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
We have a dog. Why don't you come babysit it? Can you come puppy sit Blay? Like, what?
Seth's like, yeah, I can do it.
You got a dog? Oh, yeah, I'll be there. You guys going to be gone, right? Weirdo.
The Sparks is the greatest thing ever. Think about all the great players in the NHL that you watch at nighttime on the highlights. And you're like, God, man, he skates so well. Well, who sharpens his skates? Chances are it's a Sparks.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
You should get the Sparks, too. Get one for your team, take it on the road, and make traveling this hockey season that much easier. And having that peace of mind that everybody's skates are in good shape as you go into the big game or the big tournament, big showcase, whatever it is. Use our promo code Cam and Strick. It's going to save you more money than Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Like I said, get a Sparks and get it today. SPARX, Sparks.com. Bellman and Bellman.com. Cam at Bellman, you get no what?
Swinging dicks. I got this big ass fucking Jeep Gladiator.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so weird. Like, once I start driving this thing, I got all these, like, 16, 17, 18-year-old high school girls waving at me all the fucking time.
It's called a Jeep Wave.
And I'm like, why are they fucking waving at me? I'm like, geez, like, what's up? Like, hi.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know you? But then I'm like, oh, I'm in a fucking Jeep.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if I like
it's
that.
It's called a Jeep Wave. It's like
they waved at me all the fucking time. I'm like, hi.
But then they honk the horn and they wave at you.
But then I look at my Jeep. I'm like, my Jeep looks way better than everybody else's because it's huge. It's that Gladiator, you know? You could take everything off. I got 37-inch rims on the fucking shit kicker. It's like a Hummer, dude. Well, you better wave. You better salute to me, actually, now I think
Well, you know, at Bellman, you've got lots of options, Cam. You got the Buick GMC on one side of the street. Cam was looking at that Buick Enclave.
Those aren't bad.
Two-door, frosted white. Actually,
I don't do a two-door anything.
Well, you're looking at that two-door Jeep before, the pink with small wheels.
No, I want the shit kicker like I have right now, like Gladiator.
So you got Buick and GMC on one side of the street. Where's it located?
Troy, Missouri.
Yeah, and the other side, you've got Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. You have something for everybody in the family. Plus, they want to buy your used car, and they'll do it today.
Yeah.
Give you above Blue Book value and above market value.
And your credit score doesn't have to be high.
Everybody, I hate to say it,
that's a big
but
deal.
even Seth could get a car from there.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I hate to say that, but even Seth could get approved at Bellman. So you can too. Everybody, get out to Bellman and get there today. They'll probably give you sushi and flavored water too when you walk in. The customer service is that nice. Great people over there at Bellman. All right, Zach Boychuk. Not to be confused with Johnny Boychuk. Crypto Zach.
Crypto Zachy boy.
Man, what a conversation. Guy. Enjoy this one. Zach Boychuk on the Cam and Strick podcast, baby. The Cam and Strick podcast is brought to you by First Form. Use our link, firstform.com/Cam and Strick.
They are the real deal.
Get your protein, get your bars, get your apparel, get everything you need from the one and only First Form.
Yeah.
Firstform.com/Cam and Strick. Now to the interview.
Hello.
Crypto Zach.
Can we do this in German?
Please don't do it in German. I'm in Berlin. There's too much English people here.
Aren't you bilingual?
No, played in too many countries now.
Yeah, you just got the mutt. You're a mutt, you know. You pick up little things from every country.
Exactly.
Don't call him that.
He's a mutt.
You shouldn't call him that.
So how's Germany, man? How's the weather there?
Oh man, it's raining cats and dogs right now, and I'm jet lagged like crazy.
Oh
just
my
got
God.
in yesterday.
You're like, why did I tell him I'll do the podcast?
You're just woke up from a 5-hour nap.
But I said to you on the text, I'm like, dude, I don't want to interrupt your vacation. We can do it like after like you get back. He's like, no, dude, I'm still playing.
He's playing, Andy.
I'm like, you've been playing for a long time, man. So good for you that you're still kicking it.
Yeah, 15 years. Year 15.
How is Germany? Do you know, like, people cool there? How guys on the team? A lot of American guys.
Canadian, it's a great league, honestly. We have like 12 guys, 10 to 12 guys usually from Canada or U.S. A lot of import guys in this league, and then like Germany's awesome. Berlin's one of the greatest cities in the world, in my opinion, and the clubs are awesome, so it's a lot of fun.
All right, listen, we've got some St. Louis guys. I'll give a shout out now because a bunch of guys have gone over to Germany and played. 2 are still playing, I believe. I think Travis Turnbull just retired. Yeah, he did. Johnny Ramage, Ryan McInnes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they're all over there playing in Germany, man, and they all rave about it. So, like, what's the setup? Like, they give you like a free house, free car. Let's explain like the amenities that come with playing there.
Yeah, no, I played with Ramage a couple years ago in Berlin, and we won a championship together. So he's a awesome St. Louis guy. And Turnbull, I got to meet him through one of my buddies last year in Straubing, and he's had a good career over here. He's done now, but yeah, it's a good setup. You can kind of extend your career over here and keep playing and still make pretty good money. I got a really nice like rooftop patio apartment, 4 bedrooms. They give me a car. Everything's tax free, so it's a pretty good gig.
4 bedrooms.
Damn.
God damn. They got AC. They got AC. Do they got AC in that in those apartments? Unlike Great Britain.
No AC here, but it doesn't really get warm enough in Berlin. Like the summers are starting to get warmer now, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, see, Cam doesn't know the weather.
Motherfucker, I lived over there. I was hot as shit.
Hey, listen, you kind of have a German accent. I'm hearing a German accent. Have you picked up? Are you like trying to fit in with the Germans over there or what?
I don't think so, but maybe. Maybe.
I love it. Hey, listen, I heard Ryan McInnes, though. They gave him like a 5-bedroom house. Like a full-on house, dude. That's like a big-ass house, man. So they take care of you guys over there. Like, you played all over, though, man. Like, Switzerland, that had to be nice.
Oh.
The KHL. Yeah. Can we talk about Russia real quick?
Yeah,
Like, describe your experience. You weren't on a rooftop patio there, brother. I can tell you that, were you?
No, I was in Novosibirsk. It was minus 40 every day. Could barely go outside. Never got a paycheck on time for the 2 or 3 years I was there. So not a great experience, but eventually got all my money and made it to the beautiful Switzerland after that, and that was great.
What's the difference? The biggest difference playing in the KHL and playing in Swiss and playing in Germany? Like, what's the difference between Swiss, Germany, and the K?
Besides the bologna sandwiches.
Yeah.
The K, you got to be willing to grind it out. You got to be willing to go to the long training camps and play 15 exhibition games in like 20 days and do the 2-a-days. But Switzerland is a little less money, but the lifestyle overall is awesome. And you're sleeping in your own bed pretty much every night. The travel's like barely anything at all. But Russia's fun too. Like I actually enjoyed the grind and enjoyed the ladies over there too. They were pretty good.
Oh, Zachy boy,
come on,
what's
now.
up, baby?
Are you married? Are you single? Like, what's your situation? Like, do you have a girl over there from Canada with you, or are you single over there?
No, I had a girl living with me for a couple of years, and then we just kind of ended things. So I'm just with a new girl now, and just kind of doing my own thing over here.
Is she with you now? Because I'm following you on Insta, and I saw some pictures of you. I don't know if that was in Germany. Are you by yourself there?
Yeah, I'm by myself. Yeah. She's back in Canada for the season.
Hey, so in the K though, like, were you kind of like, okay, we have a 7-hour flight to fucking nowhere, 17-hour flight, and you get on that fucking plane? Are you like, oh God, well the seat's kind of fucked up? Let me look at the pilot. Is he sober? Like, did that worry you at all?
When the pilot's at the bar,
the pilot's at the bar, fucking drinking vodka
before you get on the plane. Yeah. It's all good, boys.
It's all good.
I mean, it was weird going on these flights. They're like called yak planes, and you enter through the like butt of the plane. You walk in, it feels like a 1980s like plane. You didn't know if it was safe or not, and then they tell you like, oh yeah, this is going to be a 6-hour flight, and that's only halfway there. We're touching down to get more gas, and then going back and going all the way to East Russia. That's 14-hour time change from my hometown. So it's a different world playing in the KHL, but if you get your money, it's worth it.
Okay, so explain first off Novosibirsk. That's Tarasenko country.
Is it?
Oh yeah,
Factoryville.
Oh yeah, I don't know. He can tell us,
Probably.
but like when you say you didn't get paid on time, but you got all your money, so I guess at the end of the day, that's all that matters. But how are the payments distributed? Like, are they bringing you like a bag full of money and putting it on your front porch and like, you know, ringing the doorbell and running? Like, does it go into your bank account? Do they escort you with security to the bank to deposit it? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, some guys will get cash like right away just to like kind of get things going, but I didn't really trust anything. And yeah, it's funny you say Tarasenko because his dad was actually the assistant coach of Novosibirsk when I was there, and he's a wizard. He was really good with all the young guys, and I liked him a lot. But as far as the payments go, I basically had to wait like 4 or 5 months. You know, I got there in October, I think, and you know, they just kept saying, "Oh yeah, the money's coming." Like either the KGB or the gas people are gonna send it, and you know, 4 or 5 months later, they sent a big check, and I was like, okay. And then I was there for a couple more months and waiting for the big remainder of my paychecks, and I had to wait all the way to the following year in September. So, but I had to go all the way to that bank and the following year to Novosibirsk and grab it and send it back and just be done with it. So it was a crazy year.
What if they didn't pay you? What would you do? Or what could you do?
You got to have a good agent over there. Like, luckily, I had a guy that speaks really good Russian. His wife was from Russia, and he lived in Croatia, so he was kind of in and out of the country quite a bit and registered. But yeah, it was kind of a process. There was a few teams that didn't pay, and you know, guys were waiting 2, 3, 4 years to get their money, but eventually they ended up making it better. They were kicking teams out of the league recently and trying to create a players union. So it's definitely getting better than it was, you know, 5, 10 years ago.
All right, but can you go to a guy like Tarasenko's dad? Like, I mean, he's got a son who's playing over in North America. He understands like North American players who are obviously coming all the way over to the KHL. Can you say to the coach or to the assistant coach, be like, listen, I haven't gotten paid in like 4 or 5 months. I don't know what to do. I don't want to end up in like a Brittany Griner situation. I'm not complaining, but like, I'm just curious if you can maybe help me. Like, I'm hungry, you know?
Yeah, no, there was no complaints on my side. I was not being that guy. There was obviously like some of the young guys were asking guys for gas money and lunch money. Like some of those young guys, the way they spend their money, they're living paycheck to paycheck. So if they don't get it, and the coaches and the GMs are in the same position too. Like they're also waiting for their money, wondering, you know, where's the sponsorship money coming in? So yeah, there's tough times over there, and you know, if oil's not doing well, or you know, the sponsors decide not to send in the money, then you know, it is what it is.
How's the women folk over there? As a North American, when you go into the clubs and you see these like 6-foot models everywhere, is it easy to wheel them? Because you say like, hey man, I live in the U.S. and I got a farm with horses. Would you like to come over here? Like, was it easier than like maybe like in, you know, like in a big city over in North America where there might be a little more snooty?
Yeah, I think like especially in like Moscow and St. Petersburg, like 9 out of 10 girls you see, they're absolute smokes, and they're like smokes for a reason. Like they're trying to get out of that country, or they're trying to get wifed up, because most of the really good girls are like, they get married by the time they're 19, 20, 21 over there. All the guys, all the young guys and all the pretty girls, they're kind of right from the beginning. So if you're meeting a girl at a club, she's probably trying to get back to Canada or US with you.
Well, why did you find like just like a 10 and say, you know what, like you're out of my league, but you're not out of my league?
Yeah, I mean, the language barrier is tough. I had my phone out doing Google Translate, trying to speak to some of these girls, but there's been quite a few guys that I know that ended up finding a Russian girl and bringing her back.
Okay, listen, Zach, but did you ever like go out with a girl, maybe twice, And she's getting the impression that she is going to become your wife, and you are going to bring her back and rescue her and get her out of the country. And then all of a sudden, you like stop calling her back, and she goes like crazy, like Zach, where are you?
My dad's a KGB.
Aren't we getting married here? Like, did you ever have any like crazy situations?
Not me personally, but my agent had to take care of one of his clients, like legitimately had to get like Secret Service and witness protection like style stuff going on. So I definitely didn't get it to that point and take it that far, but there's been cases for sure.
Russia's so interesting. I know we have a ton of questions about it because, I mean, obviously the shit's going down now, but like, what's like some of the routine? Like, I heard so many different fucked up stories. And like, we talked to cats, like, I talked to Trevor Gillies and some of these tough guys that went over there. They had a blast. The owners treated them well. But like I heard that you have to shake everybody's fucking hand. Right when you walk in, you go around, you shake people's hands. If it's your birthday, you got to bring in a cake and shit and whatnot. Like stupid shit. They're sacrificing goats on the ice for whatnot. Like, is that true?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's all true. Like the shaking hands thing for sure. Like definitely the birthday cakes. I've heard of teams doing the goat thing. I never had anything crazy like that. We would just kind of, if the team was in a slump, we'd go to this sauna club and just crush beers and this weird fish. But like other than that, I mean, yeah, it's you got to go there being ready to train. You got to be going there willing to basically put anything in your body to feel good. Like you get there in the morning, you have to, get into these vitamins. And then like as the year goes on, you're playing games every other night. The travel's crazy. You don't know what time zone you're on. You don't know, what time it is during the day. And so they got you on IVs in the hotels and the Russian gas and all those crazy stories. So it's definitely an interesting league, a lot different than North America.
Hey, be careful with those needles now, Zach. And listen, what is the Russian gas?
Yeah, define that.
What is it?
I don't know. Honestly, don't even know what it is. I only took it once. That was when I was in Sherepovets, Severstal, and this town was terrible. Like there was 500,000 people, only one restaurant. But basically, if your team's rich enough, they'll pay for the Russian gas. So the guys love it over there. Basically, you're like going into the back room of the little rink that you play in. And there's like an old, like shady looking doctor in the back corner with like just one light bulb on. All the lights are off. And you walk in, everybody's lined up to get on this table. And they basically hook you up to this gas chamber thing. And you lay on the table. Like a lot of guys like listen to music to try and like get in the vibe and like get into the high, whatever. But basically they tell you to hold on, like I think it's hold your breath for as long as you can, put the gas mask on, and then let the gas like kind of like seep up into your head and hold your breath. But like you're holding your breath and you think it's like taking a long time. All of a sudden you're able to hold your breath for like 3 or 4 minutes. Like it's crazy. Wow. And you're just feeling high the whole time and you walk out of there just feeling like $1 million. But a lot of guys did it. A lot of guys loved it. And like I had another story where I was like sick one time. A lot of guys get like the IVs and stuff. There was like 5 or 6 guys were sick, and we all go upstairs to the doctor in this little Baza thing. And I'm walking in, I'm like feeling terrible. Doctor like basically tells me to bend over. He puts a needle in my butt and says, "Go home right now." He's like, "You're gonna pass out right away, but you'll feel better tomorrow." So I literally like got into my Uber, my taxi over there, and got home as quick as I could, and just passed out, but felt great the next day.
Like in your butt or on your cheek?
Like, on the cheek.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, I'm just asking.
Damn. Listen.
Yeah. Who knows what it was?
I picture everybody. Before I ask this question, do you think Russian players in the NHL, do you think they're bringing the gas over here? Like, you think that there's like some secret gas? Like these Russians are like, listen, I'm used to having the Russian gas. I'm bringing the Russian gas over here.
I want some.
So like, you think some of those guys are like have access to the Russian gas here in the NHL?
I wonder if guys are smuggling it in. I mean, it would be great if they were, but I haven't heard of it over here. I mean, I think it is actually like really expensive, and obviously you need a big like tank and stuff. So it'd be tough to fit in your carry-on baggage, I think.
Hey, is it a performance enhancer? Like I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. Like, does it make you play better? Does it make you stronger?
Make
like,
you horny?
What's it doing?
Yeah, I think it just makes you recover faster. I honestly don't even like. It's definitely illegal. Like, I don't think you'd probably get in trouble doing it over here. But yeah, I don't even know how they'd like find it in your system or anything. But it just makes you feel really good. I don't know how else to explain it.
How are the girls in Switzerland?
I would say like I was in Bern, kind of like all over. I think the only good place for girls in Switzerland is Zurich. Like it's really like you got to go like Eastern European. I think like even like Germany and like France and even like Britain, like to an extent. I never really found the girls like that good. You kind of have to go Russia, like Czech Republic, Romania, Estonia, like kind of like out that way.
Wow.
Yeah, Eastern
there
Europe
you go.
chicks. Yeah, dude.
I picture everyone in Russia wearing like those fur hats, you know, like Gorbachev.
They're stylish
like
there.
Gorbachev. Well, it's very, very cold. Like in the rink, like the coach is wearing them. Like, so you never were like, get me out of here. Like you played in Switzerland and then now Germany, then the KHL. Like, is the hockey that much better in the KHL? Like, is it paying that much more? Like, what's the real benefit of going there?
Yeah, it's definitely the payment, but like unless you need to be on one of the top 5 or 6 teams to really be making the big money and to be in like the high caliber hockey. Like I would say all the leagues are getting pretty comparable now. It's like Sweden is probably, I would say Sweden overall is probably a better league than Russia, but they just have like kind of the top end, like 4 or 5 teams that just can't compete because they're paying so much money and there's not really a salary cap. So I think like Germany's getting a lot better. Switzerland's really good hockey. Like anytime there's like a Champions League where all the like leagues kind of play against each other, the top teams, and you know Germany's fared pretty well. Switzerland, Finland, Sweden. I mean, all those countries are all pretty comparable at this point.
All right, listen, for people who don't know, man, I mean, you had a great junior career.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 2-time gold medalist in the World Juniors, played like on some unbelievable World Junior teams, you know, stacked with Hall of Famers, and you were a first-round pick. But you only played 127 games or whatever, so, like, how would you define your NHL career? Like, what happened? And what was it that, you know, didn't allow you to stick around maybe longer than you had hoped, obviously?
Yeah, the World Junior days were definitely glory days. You know, getting to play on those teams and play with some of those players were insane. And then moving right into the NHL, I got to play a couple games when I was 18 and played quite a few my first year pro when I was 19, 20. It just seemed like I was kind of maybe rushed a little bit for a small guy. I would say, you know, getting on a Carolina team that basically didn't make the playoffs for 10 years, it was pretty easy to be the fall guy when, you know, things weren't going very well. And yeah, I just felt like, you know, it was a good career, fun career, like, you know, was up and down for 7-8 years, you know, got to play in Pittsburgh and Nashville and bounced around a little bit after that. And even went back to Carolina, but it was just you know probably a little bit rushed for a small guy, and it's just crazy how good the guys are in the top 6. Like I was never really a third or fourth line guy. I cheated quite a bit offensively, so I wasn't big enough to be a third or fourth line guy. I had lots of energy and you know hit a lot of guys and played hard, but just couldn't quite fit the mold in Carolina, I would say.
Yeah, man, it's tough. And you are 5'9", you know, under 200. There's some videos on YouTube. I was trying to watch your highlights. Like, get rid of the highlights that have you getting rocked, Zach. I don't want to watch. I don't need to see those.
I don't like that, Zachy.
I want to see the glorious highlights, you know? Right along the wall, you're like 18 years old.
Aww.
And you know somebody's running you, man. But that's the way it goes. Hey, listen, man, you had a great run though. Obviously, you know, I mean, being a first round pick, playing for Canada in the World Juniors twice, right? There's a lot that you accomplished, man. So you got to feel proud, right? In terms of, making it and being able to accomplish all you did, prior to turning pro.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely have no regrets. I mean, I had a lot of fun playing in North America and getting to continue my career over in Europe. Now, playing 7-8 years over here, and 15th year you coming into the league. I found out this year I'm the oldest guy on my team. I'm 33 years old. Like, it's crazy how young the league has got. The leagues in general have got. So no, I'm just thankful to still be playing after this long.
So when you're 19, I remember playing when I was like 20, 21. I felt fucking just like a child, like in the locker room, around the guys. My suits looked stupid. I had cigarette holes everywhere. I didn't know what the fuck to do. Didn't know how to pay bills. Like at 19, man, like, did you hang out with the older guys? Did you feel like you were lost? You had your own fucking place. I mean, that's tough on a 19-year-old.
Yeah, I was lucky. I moved in with Brandon Sutter right when I moved to Carolina, so I had him to hang out with and kind of show me the ropes. And obviously with his family, all the Sutter brothers, they've been around a long time and probably helped him out a lot, which in turn helped me out a lot. And I got to hang out with the older guys because of him. So it was a great way to come into the league, like some great leaders in Carolina. But yeah, just when I got sent down to the American League and you're living on your own and trying to figure out how to do your laundry for the first time and pay your rent on time, and it's definitely pretty crazy going from juniors being a billet family, getting taken care of with all your meals, and then getting shoved out to the real world, when you're 19, 20.
Living with Brandon Sutter. Did he just have like Zoom calls like with the family like all the time?
Talking
like
about the farm.
Like, all like 70 of them. Like, where are you playing
exactly.
tonight? Did you ever have a Sutter coach you though, growing up or no?
I had Brent as a coach for my Team Canada team, so that would have been. It wasn't World Juniors, but it was another tournament that we were in. But never had the true Sutter. I played with all of them. Like, I played with all the sons, the cousins, and I think there was 3 of them at the time, all in Carolina. And like Brett Sutter, he's one of the best guys going. He's still playing the American League. He's got over 1,000 AHL games. There's only been like 8 guys to do it. And his dad, who's the crazy Sutter? I'm blanking right now.
Fucking Daryl Brent.
Daryl. Yeah. So he's like one of the best guys ever to talk to. As a person and away from the rink, and has kind of gotten a bad rap over the years. But I mean, the Sutter family is all time, and I always went to their golf tournament and stuff, and those guys are a lot of fun.
You're like, who's the crazy Sutter? And everyone says Daryl. And then you're like, well, he's kind of gotten a bad rap, but everybody looks at him as the crazy Sutter, So, I mean, you watch those press conferences. Yeah. I know, man. He doesn't make it easy on him. So he became less likable after coming back, to coach again. He probably shouldn't have come back and coach Calgary, But, hey, listen, are you related to Johnny Boychuk? I'm not going to lie. Cam thought you were like Johnny all along.
No, I didn't. He's Crypto Zach. Damn it.
Crypto Zach, that's right.
Hey, are you related to Johnny? Are you guys, because you're both from Alberta, so, if you're from, like, Saskatchewan, they're all related, so I don't know what's going on there in Alberta.
No, we're actually not related. My family is from Saskatchewan, so there's a ton of Boychuks out there and a ton of Boychuks in Calgary and Edmonton, but no, I remember, like, watching Johnny. He played for the Hitmen in my hometown in the juniors, and he was always one of my favorite players. Got his autograph when I was young. He came out to one of our skates in a small town, but no, not related.
So where do you live? Where do you live now when you come back to North America? Are you still in Canada? You got a place in the U.S.?
Yeah, I used to spend a lot of time in Carolina. I'd usually spend like 2 months there and then come back to Calgary. But now I'm kind of full time in Calgary. The summers are a little bit shorter playing in Europe, so I get back and see my family and have a good group of guys to train and skate and golf with. So it's a good setup back home.
Hey, Zach, quit fucking following me on Twitter, by the way.
Oh, no.
You followed me 25 times, you know? And at the first time, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. You know, Zach Boychuk. And then you follow me again and again and again.
He
I'm
loves
like,
you.
wait, what is going on here? I'm sure you get this question a lot, man. So, like, break it down for us. Whose idea was this? How much entertainment have you had to sit back and watch it?
I bet you I legitimately followed you early on because you were throwing some good stuff out there. Obviously, you know, being a big guy in the media with St. Louis, I think I had a good rap on it the first little while, but then just got out of control. I was telling Cam on my podcast earlier. I ended up meeting a girl who told me to basically turn my social media into a business and into a fan connection. And I don't know how I ended up. It basically started. I was accepting like friend requests. So I played World Juniors. I had like, you know, just a normal like Facebook account, but when I played World Juniors, I probably had 5,000, 10,000 friend requests just from playing in there. And I like obviously didn't do anything about it, but this girl told me, she's like, you need to use it as a business. So I was like, okay. I went the next day. I think I clicked every single button, accepted every single friend request that I ever got on Facebook. And it was over 5,000. I like maxed out the amount of friends that you could have on Facebook. And I was like, well, this is kind of weird, but people were enjoying it. And then I started doing it for Twitter. And then I started doing it for Instagram. And the list goes on. But then I found a bot, and that's probably who's been following you 25 times, following and unfollowing. Probably because you never followed me back. Like, what happened there?
What the fuck?
I didn't know if it was, like, real or not. Hold on. Let me just double check on that.
Well, I got a question, though.
Hey, was she Russian, by the way, who gave you the advice?
6 foot.
Was she a 10?
No, she's Ukrainian, but
okay. She still wants to come over, too, to North America, just so you know. Hey, how would you... Wait. Okay. So in Facebook, when you have your private account... I got to 5,000 in literally 2 days. When I first started, and it was like 6-7 years ago, I got on it, kind of right when I retired, and I got 5,000. Then I made a separate page where it can be infinite. You could still have people on there, which is tough to do. It's weird how your personal account on Facebook comes really quick, and then if you set up a new account, it's a lot more difficult to get followers. So how did you get the followers on Twitter? Mm-hmm. Because on Twitter, they don't send you a friend request. It has to come natural. So how did that work?
Yeah, well, early on, it came on from when I was playing in Carolina, and you know, basically they had a big following. So when I first tweeted, they basically they asked me, they're like, "Is this actually your account? Like, did you just tweet?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And they put it out there, and you know, one retweet in the Twitter sphere, if there's a ton of followers. That's how I ended up starting to build. And then I got to Pittsburgh. I think when I got to Pittsburgh, I got up to like 50,000 followers. And then after that, it was mostly the bot, like following people, unfollowing people. And I grew it from 50,000 to almost 1 million. So that was interesting.
Dude, you're at like 820 something thousand, and you're following like 687,000 people. Wait a minute, I just followed you back, and it's telling me to subscribe.
Oh,
what does that mean?
Boy.
Yeah, let's go. I'm a creator now. I'm a crypto influencer, so you can subscribe and get some good plays for me.
Oh, wait a minute. So do I hit the subscribe button, or did I just follow you?
You're going to have to pay, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
You got to get in your wallet, Andy, which you don't like to do.
I want to test this out, though.
It's $3 a month.
All right, go retweet right now. One of my tweets. I want to see how many followers I get after you retweet.
Don't use him.
And I want to see how many followers. I want to see how it works. Okay? He said he went from 50,000 to like 800,000 because they were following him. And who's the robot? How'd you find the bot?
It was basically I just kept researching it on Google, and you can't do it anymore. It's like, I guess they banned it, or you can only do 1,000. But yeah, you can still use the bot. I've used it to unfollow people. Like I unfollowed like 500,000 people in a day or two
in one day.
This bot.
Hey, who's the most famous person that follows you?
Geez, maybe Dane Cook, or I don't know. I got quite a few pretty big ones following me. Who knows if it's actually their accounts? But
so with all this stuff, like in your posting pictures of yourself, like when you're like out and about, do people recognize you just from social media? I'm curious.
I would say no. Like I think a lot of people, if they've like heard the name or like see me up in Canada or whatever, they're literally first thing will be like, dude, you followed me on Twitter. You followed my mom on Twitter. You followed my sister on Twitter.
My 13-year-old sister on Twitter.
Hey, now.
Well, he didn't do it. The fucking bot did it. It's not his fault. So you monetizing this shit? So okay, I know the crypto stuff. Yeah. We're gonna ask that question because it's so confusing to me.
Yeah.
But as far as the social media stuff, do companies come at you and say, hey, like post this for us? You have so many followers. They don't care how you got them. Are they paying you to market their brand via social media?
Yeah, I did that for quite a few years, like kind of when I was younger, and a lot of companies would just send me stuff or send me free stuff, ask me my address, like say, hey, can you wear this T-shirt or whatever, and a lot of times they wouldn't even ask for anything in return. And I remember having basically just like a storage unit full of free stuff that I've gotten over the years through Twitter and Instagram, but then I kind of took it further and further, and was starting to get, $500 for a post or a couple grand for a post. And then was it 2 or 3 years ago, crypto became a huge thing, and I started tweeting about it. And then I basically made more money in crypto through like my social media following than the last 10 years of me playing hockey. So it really ended up being a great thing for me in the end.
Okay, so Twitter's one thing because there's not many females on Twitter, but Instagram's a different animal. And now you got all these. So if you're a big dog with a check mark on Instagram, you know how the world works now. You know how women work now for the most part. I don't want to lump them all in one category, but are you getting fucking DMs from like Insta models that don't have enough followers for you? Do they message you? Are they intrigued by your following and shit like that? Can you monetize the beauty of
Svetlana?
You got the fucking 6-foot Russian girl. Like, are they? You get a bunch of DMs from these hot chicks? I'm just curious.
There's the odd DM here and there, but usually if a hot girl's DMing you, there's probably like something wrong. So maybe if it's like if I give them a follow and they DM me, then I'm okay with it. But
yes.
Obviously, it goes a long way when you have quite a few followers on Instagram and the blue check mark with the lady.
But listen, you don't post that much, though, do you? I mean, are you active on social media? Like, where are you most active?
I would say I'm getting more and more active as I get older. But yeah, like the first couple of years I had a Twitter account, I never tweeted once. I never really liked it. I never really liked Facebook. I never really liked any of this stuff, and I don't think I'm good at it or anything. I just kind of found a way to get a following, and now as I'm older, I'm realizing that I need to prepare myself for after hockey, and so I post some more stuff here and there.
Yeah,
okay, so why is Doobie Doobie Doo? He's blocking you on Twitter. Is that true? Kyle Dubas blocking you on Twitter?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I must have did the old. I followed Andy Strickland, 25 times, and maybe he got sick of it by the end because he never followed me back.
There you go.
Yeah, we've been kind of hard on him.
I thought you were
we've been pretty hard on him.
I thought you were like talking shit or something.
So
no.
Yeah, well, we have, but so he's probably pissed. He's going through you to be pissed at us. So okay, this fucking crypto stuff, NFT, crypto. Anytime I hear crypto, it's so confusing to me. I try to read up on so many different things, and this is just I can't really put it all together. Then you see that Sam Bankman-Fried weirdo fuck that's down in Bahamas that stole all this money from all these people. Like, explain what crypto and NFTs are. How the hell did you get into it, and how are you making money off this shit?
So yeah, basically my dad sent me a little bit of Bitcoin like 2 or 3 years ago, and said here, like, download a wallet, put it in there, basically goes online on the blockchain, and he said hold on to it for 5 to 10 years and see where it's at. So it was in the summertime, like after a season. I was kind of intrigued, so I started tweeting about it a little bit. And once I started tweeting about it, I just got involved in this crazy online Twitter community that, you know, once you get into crypto, it's quite the little rabbit hole that you get into. So, but honestly, it's like it's a bunch of, like, I've heard Sam Brakeman-Fried explain it, try and explain crypto, and he explains it pretty well. It's honestly like a Ponzi scheme. Like, all the big guys are like kind of in the beginning, and there's new coins that are coming every day, and you got to be one of the first ones in, and you got to get out before the other guys. Like, it's basically, like, it's strange. I mean, the technology behind it is incredible. I think it's a great way to send money cross country, send very large amounts, and you don't have to go through the banks. It's there's no government stuff like telling you when you can send it or what you can do with it. So there's a lot of good stuff about it. It's just there needs to be a lot of regulation and a little less scams. And there's just too many YouTubers, starting the Ponzi off and sending it out to their followers and kind of screwing a lot of people over. So it gets a bad rap.
Okay, so do you have to do anything like for the money to grow? Like, I'm still kind of confused. So can you tell us, like, how much did your dad give you, and then how much is it worth now? Like, I mean, how much has it grown?
Yeah, he gave me Bitcoin, and Bitcoin obviously is kind of one of the main ones, and it goes up and down pretty quickly. Like, I think at that time he gave me like 10 grand, something like that. But I've seen that 10 grand turn into 2 grand. I've seen that 10 grand turn into 30 grand. Like, it's been so volatile the last 2 or 3 years. Like, a lot of people, it's hard to watch. Like, it's really hard to watch your money. But now it's gotten to the point where, I invest in all these other coins, not just Bitcoin, but Ethereum, and there's about 150 like really big main coins, and then like thousands of coins that get launched every week. So it's very complicated and kind of fun. It's kind of like going to the casino in a way. Mm-hmm. You kind of have to be prepared for a 70-80% loss.
All right. So can you cash it out? And is it in U.S. currency? Like, how do they determine what currency it is?
Yeah, a lot of my crypto is actually in stable coins, which is like pegged to the US dollar. And but once you want to cash it out, you usually have to have one of the main cryptos to cash it out, and you have an exchange, and you send a couple $100,000 through the exchange, and basically you transfer it right to your bank account, and it's just like real money. It's just more. It's more instant, and you don't have to wait 4 to 5 business days for the cash to check.
Have you done it? Have you cashed out?
I've cashed a pretty good amount. Like, I still have quite a bit. I'm still kind of holding to wait for it to come back up, but I've been able to cash out probably about 30 to 40% of what I've had over the years.
Have you given advice to the masses, and somebody gets back to you like, man, I listened to you, and I'm fucking broke now. I got a family of 4. Like, are they, like, does that happen? Do you ever get any feedback, negative feedback from people?
Oh yeah, no, I've definitely had a few investment advice, I guess, that turned out not so good. But I think when you are like heavy into the crypto game, I think you do need to realize that, if you buy an NFT for $20,000 to $27,000, it's probably not going to stay worth that amount, especially through a war and through a stock market crash and all the other things that come with it. So you get into the crypto game, and you have to be ready for things to go down or up, either way.
Well, they can be mad all they want. They're not going to find you over in Russia or Germany. You just hide out over there.
What do you think of that Sam Friedman Bank, or whatever the fuck his name is, from down in the Bahamas that had the orgies with the most hideous looking people in the world? What do you have to say about him?
I mean, I'd say he was a pretty smart guy. He just kind of got in over his head. He just kind of was taking too many people's money, and thought he was kind of in with the government and the SEC, and He got all those celebrities on board and kind of like tarnished their names. And
Tom Brady, Shaq, all those guys.
Really?
Yeah,
they were all investing.
They were all investing, and then they were taking customers' funds and kind of gambling it to try and make it back because it was just going down so hard. But he was a genius. Like I don't know if he went to MIT or he was connected with all the people at MIT, and he found a way to trade Bitcoin. Like he would go and trade Bitcoin at a different price in Japan, and then come back to the U.S. and just make bank doing that. And that's kind of how he started. And then he just kind of got in over his head, taking too much money and basically turned his stock price to zero.
Should he go to jail?
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like if he was actually taking customers' funds and actually doing some of the stuff that he did, then yeah, for sure. But if it was just kind of bad luck and the market crashing, I think it's hard to kind of fault him.
What do you think, though? I mean, like his parents knew what the fuck they were doing too, right? Like he came from like a wealthy family, right? If I
yep.
So like, do you think that he's gonna play ignorance on this? Do you think he's like, this just happened so fast, or I mean, he's a smart guy. He saw it turn in a different direction. I mean, like, you think he knew what the fuck was going on, or does it just happen really fast?
I think at some point you just kind of get in too far, and obviously he had business partners with him, and a few of them like threw him right under the bus to get out of trouble for them. So there had to be some shady stuff going on. I think I don't know if he'll end up going to jail, but it'll be tough living for him for a while.
You weren't at those parties down in the Bahamas, were you?
No,
did you see the
weird orgy parties down there? No.
Hey, have you made enough off of all that you could just like live off of it? Like, are you playing hockey because you still like just love the game and you're passionate for the game, or are you still like want to tuck away a few more dollar bills in the bank?
Yeah, no, I'm getting there. I think if crypto was back to where it was maybe a year ago, I think I'd definitely be willing to retire off of just my crypto alone. But I still enjoy the game. I mean, I've been pretty lucky to play in some great cities, and now being in Berlin. And I'm kind of a young kid at heart. I love being in the locker room and being around the guys and coming to the rink every day. So I've been lucky with injuries too. I've only missed like 15 games basically in my 15-year career. So as long as my body holds up, I think I'll keep playing just because it's still fun for me.
Yeah, and you've had a lot of success, man. I mean, team success too. Like you guys have won a bunch of championships. I think 3 different championships, different leagues. Like, how do they in these leagues? Like, do you get bonuses? Like, don't they pay out like cash bonuses and stuff like that when you win a championship?
Yeah, in Russia they get insane bonuses if they win. The whole team, doesn't matter like how big your salary is. The whole team gets, a couple $1 million. It's crazy. But in Germany and Switzerland, when we won, we got bonuses each round, and ended up getting a watch and 2 rings. And but it's a lot of fun over here. I mean, the last 5 years has kind of turned my hockey career around, and winning is fun, and I think it definitely keeps you playing and keeps you excited, and the money's a nice little addition too.
Oh yeah.
So like, okay, so when you do want to retire, and the crypto's doing good, you got a couple things here and there, you got your hands in a bunch of shit, and now you just want to chill. Like, what do you want to do? Like for me, if I had a bunch of coin, I'd have my fucking cabin up in Calgary, on the goddamn in the mountains.
Living in Calgary.
No, but he's from up there, so you're looking over a lake. Then you're on your computer selling shit, doing this. Like, is that what you want to do? Kick your feet up, look at your beauty that you own, and just do a couple things here and there, and make a little bit of money and live free? Is that what you want with a Ukrainian girl that you took from Russia?
I think that'd be fun for a couple of years. I mean, yeah, like me and my dad are building a nice lake house right now in the mountains, like you said, overlooking the lake, right next to the golf course. We already got a golf cart set up, and we get like 15 memberships included with our land. So So that's kind of like the summer place for us. And but as regards to, you know, living day to day, I think, you know, for a year or two, maybe I'll take some time off and travel and like kind of have fun and spend the money a little bit. But then I think I would like to, you know, stay in hockey, or, you know, find another passion, find something else that kind of gets my juices flowing. I don't know if I could just do you know, move to Costa Rica and live on an ocean for the rest of my life. I think I need to be around people, get that like locker room vibe again, and get the juices flowing.
Yeah, well, you're going to have some options. But
I'm a recluse now, baby.
I need to know though, Zach. Are those 15 memberships taken? You got any extras?
Oh, Andy,
because like I'm looking for a golf
he's
membership.
A scavenger.
Zach. Come on,
Zachy
now.
boy, he's a scavenger.
Yeah, we might have to sign you up for sure. We'll see how your. We don't need to know how your golf game is. We just need to know how you can hang on the course.
Oh, I'm entertaining.
He can't do either
I'm
or.
entertaining. Hey, listen, where is the golf course though? Where is it?
We're out in the mountains. It's called Invermere, just about 3 hours from Calgary, west of Calgary.
Oh,
wow,
sounds beautiful.
Dude.
I will be there.
That's where it's at.
I will absolutely be there. Hey, you're going to have a lot of options though, man. Listen, all this experience you're getting playing in Europe, dude,
yeah, right.
it counts. Like, it's going to matter, like, when you start working for a team and, you know, you can apply all that knowledge, man. So, you know, 100%. Like, how much longer you want to play, you think?
Yeah, I think I got a couple years left in me. I got one more year on my 3-year contract that I had. So I'll be almost 35 after this contract. So maybe, you know, 2 or 3 more years and call it a career and see if I can get into scouting or coaching or whatever. I do think playing over here and seeing some of the different, you know, ways to play and young guys coming up, you know, how good European hockey is getting. I think that could definitely help benefit some teams with their scouting and stuff like that.
Hey, are the pubs open 24 hours a day in Germany? Like, are they drinking all day long there? Like what's the scene like?
Oh, it's insane. You know, you check into a club on a Friday and you don't leave till Monday. Like, they don't shower. Who knows what kind of things they're on? It's just like it's a crazy vibe over here. They don't close down anything.
Well, they all partying on like ecstasy and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's big.
The clubs are really well known for their exclusivity and EDM. It's kind of like a back door. You have to either know somebody to get in there, and otherwise you're waiting in line, and you might be waiting in line for like 5 or 6 hours. You get to the front, the bouncer says, "Oh no, you're not coming in today," and you got to come back the next day and hope you can get into one of these big clubs. But it's Berlin's a crazy city.
Yeah, I heard that the hardest club in the world to get into is in Germany.
Really?
And it's a bunch of gothic people, and the club looks like a fucking dungeon. I don't know what's in
what's
that
going
mug.
on in
what
there?
the fuck's going on in that mug?
We need to put Zach
and
on
Zachy's
the case.
Zachy's there waiting 5
You've gotta
hours.
let
He's
us
got
know.
5 swinging dicks with him, and the guy's like, "No, you ain't coming in here." Isn't that the club? That club, that like the most exclusive club. It's not even that nice. It's in Germany, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, you basically have to look a certain way. You have to have, like you said, like kind of the gothic look and the black like lace and like all this like crazy stuff. And you get to the front of the door. I think the club's called Bergheim, and they either like the way you look or they just send you away. But it's hard to get in, and you know there's 3 or 4 different floors, and there's different stuff going on each floor. It's pretty messed up.
I kind of like it.
Hey,
Andy, you ain't getting in that club.
Listen, I probably would get it. I probably know somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Probably know somebody. Hey, listen, how are you, how do the hockey players compare to, like, the soccer players, the rugby players? Like, are you guys getting a lot of attention? Like, you're walking around, people know who you are? Like, you get fans at the games and everything? Like, where do the hockey players stack up?
Yeah, we're lucky in Berlin. We have a really nice rink. We're owned by the LA Kings, and we get like 16,000 fans every day. And
wow.
But Berlin's a huge city. I mean, it's 5 million people, and like you said, like soccer is kind of the main sport, and everybody kind of loves them. But the diehard fans, the hockey fans, are huge. But I would say hockey is like the second biggest sport here in Germany.
Aren't they like chanting the whole. They don't like sit down. They don't stop talking during the games, do they?
No, it's crazy. They're banging on the drums, standing, jumping in the crowd, and just going nuts pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, people hate it here in St. Louis because like the soccer team here now, people are standing up all the fucking time.
They're like they think they're European.
No, they are, and then like you have your kid who's not big. And somebody in front of you standing the whole game.
Never sees the game.
The kid doesn't see the fucking game.
He's like, but it's soccer. This is what you do.
No, the kid didn't see the goddamn game.
Hey, are you guys traveling by train to every game? Like, is that how you get around?
We do a mix of train and flying. Like, we're up in Berlin. We're pretty far from most of the South teams, so we have to fly or train to all those teams.
What's your mom and dad? What'd they do? Are you close with them?
Yeah, my parents are split up, but both my stepdad and dad are both in real estate. They build apartment buildings and hotels and stuff like that. So
that's the way to do it.
There it is. Zachy boy's got options. He's got options.
Got some options, yeah.
I love it, man. Hey, listen, man, this is great, dude. You've accomplished a lot, and you got yourself out there. So whoever that girl was that gave you the advice, man, you got to make sure you hire her. Yeah. Keep her around. Keep her close.
Bring her over to North America. Take care of her.
Is her family rich?
No shit.
And I finally got the follow back from Andy Strickland. It's only been 12 years, 13 years trying.
Well, congratulations.
I didn't know you were real. I was like, what is going on?
He only follows females.
It's not you. But it is you. Hey, any other?
I finally made it.
Any other? Like, give me like your best like hockey memory. Though, like, I mean, you've played with some big dogs. Like, give us an idea of some of those guys that were on those World Junior teams and winning a gold medal. Like, do you guys are there group texts? Do you guys keep in touch? I mean, like Stamkos and Tavares and all those boys.
Yeah, no, I mean, a few of those guys I definitely see here and there. There's like Jordan Eberle. I train with him. I've been training with him for 20 years, I think, in Calgary, and he kind of scored that famous goal where it was 5.4 seconds left, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was on the ice for that with Subban, Tavares, Ellis, like just a crazy list. So that's those guys are awesome. Anytime I see any of them around, it's just a great memory to be a part of, and a lot of those guys are definitely going to be Hall of Famers.
How'd you like Subban?
I love he was on the ice, by the way. 5.4 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, he's an important player.
And Boychuk, he's on the ice.
He's on the ice.
Get out there, Boychuk.
No, that he's on the ice. How is Subban? Like, because, sometimes I feel like Subi, like, maybe back then when you play with him then, like, he wasn't as loud, I guess.
Maybe
but I can see he could be somewhat annoying in the locker room. Like, what'd you think of him?
Guys, don't tell Subban where we're going tonight.
No shit.
He was just as loud. I think he might have been louder, actually. He's awesome in doses. Honestly, I love the guy. He's so fun to be around. He was just at the Calgary Stampede for 10 days straight. Oh, God. And I don't know how he keeps going. Like, he's got the Energizer Bunny, just keeps going and going. But no, he was pretty funny back then. All those OHL guys we call them the show-HL guys. I'm sure you know that one, Cam.
Oh, I do.
Those guys are big time when they're 16, 17 years old. So
why is that? You think?
It's fun.
Why do you think they're like that?
And why isn't it like that?
Well, why are we so cocky?
They were all fucking getting paid to play, and they're on the London Knights and Kitchener Rangers, and getting crazy fans like right from when they were young. And in the West, it's just a more relaxed, like chill vibe for everybody.
Yeah, I get you. The travel's easier.
And listen, I'll tell you why Subban was there for 10 days. I mean, he's probably getting fucking paid to be there, too.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He's a cowboy.
Sure,
yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a cowboy. That's why.
He's a cowboy. You didn't know that, Andy?
Hey, so in the summertime, like, do you come back? Or would you live in Europe 12 months a year? Or do you get to a point where you can't wait to come back?
No, there's some guys that do, but I'm at the point where I just like to come home. And I think that's probably why I'm still playing at the age I am, and hopefully have a few years left.
How's the food? Like, which place has the best food? And like, last Russia question, like eating over there.
Yeah, goulash.
Like what are you eating? And how was that? Like, was that difficult?
Yeah. Just crushing Russian soup every day. I actually it was like basically my grandma was making me lunch and dinner after every practice and every game. It was I liked it. And then in Germany you have the schnitzel and the bratwurst, and I drink a lot of coffee too, so the coffee shops are awesome over here. But I like the Europe food. It just seems a little bit more. There's less chemicals and just seems a little bit more old school, more natural.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, they give you per diem?
Not in Germany. No, we don't get any side cash, but we basically get pretty much every meal that we if we want on the road, or we get a lot of free meals at home too.
So you're telling me that the Russian food is better than the food in North America? Is that what you're fucking telling me?
I don't think you said that.
I mean, it's different. I mean, you go to Moscow and you go to St. Petersburg, you can go to some good restaurants and the food's good there. But, it's just, if you like that old school vibe, your grandma's cooking, I think Europe and Russia's good for you.
Okay, see, I like that.
You got that here, though.
And, like, no chemicals. See, I've been trying to get...
You got that here, though, Andy.
Everything Cam eats is processed,
Andy doesn't eat food. He doesn't know. He doesn't even eat food. He eats like a fucking bird. North America's got the best food in the world.
Clean eating, man. Hey, man, I wish we could go to a game over there, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
You have no sleep. I mean, we're waking this guy up. I mean, like, he's
doing business.
He's jet lagged. He just made $500,000 during the interview from Bitcoin. Okay, he's just fucking sitting back.
We're
enjoying
rooting for
life.
you. We're rooting for you, man. And keep in touch with us, dude. We appreciate you coming on, big dog.
No, I appreciate that. Thanks for having me on. You guys are awesome. And thanks for the follow.
Hey, and retweet everything.
Yeah. Get them bots going.
Get those bots going.
I love it.
It'll cost you, though.
I know.
Cost you some Bitcoin, Andy.
I know.
Zach, you're the man, homeboy. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Send me my golf membership, too, man. I'll see you on the course.
See you, big dog.
All righty. Yeah, talk to you later.
See you, man.
See you, homie.
The Cam and Strick podcast is brought to you by Bellman and Bellman.com. BEHLMANN.com. Get out there to Detroit, Missouri. Check it out. On one side, you got the Buick, the GMC. Options for everybody. Then right across the street, you got the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Again, find something that works for you and get yourself a new set of wheels in time for the summer.
Yeah.
All right, that was Zach Boychuk.
I like him, man.
He's cool, man. All the best to Zach, man. He's had a great career, too.
Yeah.
I mean, to be able to last as long as he has. And listen, man, I hear from these guys who go over there and play in Germany, Cam. They absolutely love it. Like, they take care of you over there.
In Germany?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's a great league.
I think in Germany is a good league. I think Swiss league, Swedish league.
I may have to put German, the lifestyle, the way of life, the actual lifestyle, may be better in Germany than Sweden. Or Finland.
Yeah, I mean, you're going pretty north. Germany, the weather's better. It's the country makes.
Is it more beautiful in Germany than Sweden?
I would say probably yes.
Yeah, I think the towns got a lot more like history and.
Yeah, Sweden's got a lot of history too.
Cobblestone stuff going on.
I think the way the cities. Well, listen, it was all destroyed in World War II.
Well,
they had to what?
Oh, Sweden was, yeah.
Wait, what?
What are you talking about? Germany? Yeah, Germany was. I know you're.
Wow.
No, World War II, you're talking about Germany, but we were talking about Sweden, so you confused.
Sweden didn't get rocked with too many things.
No.
But Germany got rocked in World War II, demolished Berlin to all these beautiful places, and they tried to build it back up exactly how it was. If you look at it before and after, you see the devastation during World War II, you see before, and how they built it back up, it looks the exact same. They did a damn good job of that. Now, they're the ones that got themselves in a jam. Don't get me wrong, twice, might I add. But Germany would be an awesome place to live and to play, in my opinion. Germany would be like it's in my top 10 countries.
I hear players over there
my top 10
who I know they give them like 5-bedroom houses.
Yeah.
Like literally a 5-bedroom house. A huge house. And they're not paying for it. They're not paying for their car.
I don't think they have like monster houses like that.
It's a big 5-bedroom house.
Is it a house? Or
it's a house.
Okay.
You should have gone and played over there.
I played Nottingham, man.
Well, you should have played in Germany.
Why? No one asked me to play in Germany. Nottingham asked me to play for Nottingham, so I said, yeah.
Oh, they reached out to you?
Yeah. So.
What was your first reaction? Were you like...
I was actually nervous.
Were you scared? Would you have gone over there if Kate didn't go with you?
Yeah. kidding?
You weren't.
I was over there for like 3 months before her.
Were you?
Oh, and the boys wanted to go out every fucking second.
And you didn't go out?
Yeah, I did. Oh, God. Are you kidding? Right when I showed up, the guy's like, let's go. I'm like, okay. It's great.
No one in that town even knows who you guys are.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Oh, my God.
They know the soccer players.
Dude, we walked anywhere, everybody recognizes everybody. It's only 150,000 people.
Did you hear about this with Michael Orr? You know who that is?
Blindside.
He's from the movie. Well, you didn't know who he was when I just told you a few seconds ago. So don't act like
you mean a football player?
Yeah.
That banged Sandra Bullock, basically.
No, he didn't.
He should have.
That was his adopted mom, and he wasn't in the movie. They had an actor.
Yeah, I know.
She was an actress.
But if I'm him though, and I'm going to
with that mom,
the
former cheerleader,
I'm like, "What's up, girl?"
The former cheerleader at
hell yeah,
Ole Miss.
Yeah, Michael Orr. I know. I heard it is the.
So apparently he's like suing the parents because, the story was like they adopted him out of like poverty, and they were like this wealthy white family, and then it was like immortalized into this like movie.
Yeah,
came out in 2009, The Blind Side.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, he petitioned a Tennessee court Monday with allegations that a central element of the story was a lie concocted by the family to enrich themselves at his expense.
Well, didn't they help him though? So what's fake about it?
I don't know.
Like, gee, sorry we helped you.
It alleges that Sean and Leanne Toohey, who took Orr into their home as a high school student, that they never adopted him. Instead, less than 3 months after Orr turned 18 in 2004, the petition says the couple tricked him into signing a document making them his conservators. What does that mean?
Don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
No,
well, it gave them legal authority to make business deals in his name.
Oh, fuck. They got him.
They're like...
And he's not getting any money
you think
for
they
it?
would have done that if he like was 5'7" instead of 6'7"? And he was like a big-time high school football recruit? Would they have adopted him? Or were they doing it out of the goodness out of their own heart because they saw a kid who was impoverished that they wanted to help? Like,
I don't know.
What was it?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it, man.
So the lie of Michael's adoption is one upon which conservators Leanne and Sean, they enriched themselves at the expense of their ward.
Tim McGraw, you mean?
That's what he's saying. He was in the movie. Was that Tim McGraw?
I think so. He's cool as fuck. Tim McGraw, 1886. You see that?
So he discovered the lie to his chagrin and embarrassment in February of 2023, like recently, when he learned that the conservatorship,
yeah,
to which he consented on the basis that doing so would make him a member of the Toohey family, in fact, provided him no familial relationship with the Tooheys at all. So basically, he thought it was going to make him part of the family. Like, I'll sign this. Yeah, now I'm part of the family. Now I'm adopted. Yeah. But he was basically just signing over their ability to go make business deals in his name.
Oh, shady. What's up? Then get him then.
The Toohey family has not immediately returned phone calls.
Hey, what's she look like in real life?
Very cute.
Does she?
Mm-hmm. She was a former cheerleader.
Should have just banged her out and then called it a day. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't know what was going on.
Hey, man.
She loved him, though. She went into the hood and stuff like that.
If I'm 17, 18,
to get him out of trouble.
I'm in a billet family with a hot mom, dude. What do you think the only thing on my mind is? No, seriously.
Football, the playbook.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it. When's hubby leaving again? To go
I wonder what his, the other kids in the family think about this. They're like, what'd you guys do? You told us he was our brother.
I don't know.
Adopted.
To be honest with you, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I thought the story was like he killed somebody or something.
No.
Okay, so he's...
But, I mean, are they really making that much money?
I have no idea.
Off of him? I mean, look at them, hugging him at the draft and stuff. I feel like this family really did a lot for this kid, though, at the same time. I don't know.
Isn't he wealthy anyway? Didn't he play in the league a long time?
I think he was a first-round pick.
Yeah.
First-round picks in the NFL, it's like life-changing money off the bat for the most part.
I don't know if this story compels me that much. I'm just like, eh.
Well, I want you to learn more about it.
Well, why don't you teach me? Because I don't really care. I thought he killed her or something.
Anything catch your attention on Brody's list today?
What's Brody's? Let's go over Brody's list real quick. What does Brody's list say that we have to talk about?
This is what they wanted to talk about.
Let's go ahead.
So we can rank Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Ottawa, the Islanders, and Detroit.
Rank them out.
You rank them. Rank them.
Say it again. What teams?
Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Ottawa.
Pitt.
Really? You're putting them ahead of Buffalo or Ottawa?
Yeah, sure.
I think Buffalo.
Buffalo might be goddamn good.
My prediction, and I love Buffalo. You know, I got a lot of roots from there. My family's from there.
Yeah, you're from there. You like chicken wings. You don't eat wings.
I had a Rick Vive Buffalo Sabres jersey when I was a kid.
That's awesome.
I feel like they are the team, because we've seen this before, where everyone just expects them to go to this. At the end of the day, they're the Buffalo Sabres, and I'll when I see it, I'll believe it.
So, okay.
And I just do not see them taking the step that I think a lot of people assume that they're going to take. I don't think that they're there yet.
Such a hot take, dude. That's such a hot take.
They're just not there yet.
No, it's fine.
Their defense is going to be really good. They're still very young. Their goaltending,
how's their goaltending?
Still young.
Yeah.
They got that Levi kid.
I think Pittsburgh's going to have a fucking fire under their ass. Okay. They're rocking and rolling.
I think Ottawa is in a better position than Buffalo to truly take that next step.
I agree with you on that. Pittsburgh, Ottawa, Buffalo, and the Islanders, I don't know.
Islanders, no.
I think they're going to be okay.
Detroit
might be pretty good, too.
Detroit's going to be better, but still not a playoff team.
Here's what we really know. What we really know about is we don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Like, we don't know if they're going to be good or not. We didn't know the Blues were going to be this bad.
That's a good question, though, man.
Yeah, but it's like hard to be like, here's what I think. I don't know.
I see Pittsburgh and Ottawa the head of that cat. A lot of people would say Buffalo. My intuition is telling me that they are just not going to be there.
Hey,
yet.
I'll tell you what I want. I want Pittsburgh to be competitive. Yeah. I want Washington Capitals to be competitive. I want those two to go toe-to-toe.
I want Crosby.
I want Crosby. I want Ovi. I want them in my face at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And not in a sexual way, just so everybody knows. Not their wee-wees.
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
God, Brody.
Hey, Brody. Who's the fifth best player of all time? After Gretzky, Mario, Howe, and Orr, however you want to.
Fifth best?
However you want to like rank those
four.
The
fifth best player.
Who's the fifth best player?
Of all time.
Yeah.
Wow, homeboy. The fifth. Yager.
Really?
Yeah. Andy. Name him again. Name him.
Gretzky, Mario,
yes.
Howe,
yes.
Or
Yogs.
Nicky
Lindstrom, Jeremy Yager. How can you not put Yager up there? How?
Ovi?
How? Sid, Ovi. I'm keeping those motherfuckers up there too. Yager's better than Sid.
I'm ranking Sid ahead of Ovi.
3 Stanley Cups is hard to beat, baby.
Sidney
Crosby's one of the best players in the world.
He's got those gold medals.
Sidney Crosby is different level. He's a different level. Mm-hmm. He's complete. Ovi's on a different level. Yogs, different level, dude. Yogs is number fucking 5 on that mug, though. Right now, as of right now, mm-hmm. Yogs.
You're putting Yager there.
Mm-hmm. Am I wrong, guys? Hey, all you out there.
I don't know.
Who am I missing? Well, we can go back to 19. Boom, Jeffrey.
Mark Messier.
Okay.
I may have to put Messier there.
What defenseman am I missing?
Well, Lidstrom, Paul Coffey. I mean, I wouldn't put Coffey there. Although he's a hell of a player.
Who else am I missing here?
We're probably missing a lot of guys.
I know. Big Joe?
I don't know if he's fifth best, but he certainly is an all-time great. Ray Bourque?
Borksy. That's a good question, to be honest with you.
Did you put a goalie in there?
Marty?
You put Marty over Patty?
I don't know, man. And I love Marty, but I like Patty too, dude. They're fucking like, they're like a 1-2 punch. I don't know. What's that? Stevie Y, baby, what's up? Stevie Y, baby, what's up? Hawley, you know? There's some shit kickers out there, man. Mm-hmm. But I think Jeremy Yager, dude. Yager's got to be the dude.
Sid, Ovi, they all got to be in that same conversation. Mm-hmm. And you know what? When it's all said and done, we'll probably say McDavid, you know?
Oh, yeah. Condog.
But I've said over and over, and you know, it's nothing shocking or it's not like a hot take, but like, you know, at some point in time, McDavid, he's got to win some Stanley Cups.
No shit. You're damn right you do. That's going to hinder you big time. You got to win, dude.
Got to win.
You could be so skilled.
I'm saying to be included with those guys.
No,
he's going to end up like near the
Excuse me.
top,
Sorry, dudes.
if not at the top in career, all-time, whatever, offensive statistics.
You have to win. You have to win.
That kid is still so young, man.
I know.
McDavid's going to be
You're
young.
caught up in a.
He's like already close. He's
You're in a weird organization.
He's closing in on 1,000 points already. What's he at? He's north of 700.
How old is he? 25?
He's a 97, so he's close to 26 if he hasn't turned 26 already.
Oh, here's a funny thing that I saw the other day. The least used numbers in NHL history.
Mm-hmm.
The least used.
I mean, you can go in the 90s, 70s, 60s.
There's a couple of them that I was curious about. 99, 66, 69. No one uses 69.
Nobody.
85.
What's wrong with 85?
No one uses
Peter Klima used that.
I know. There's like 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
But 69, no one uses 69.
Okay, well,
I'm just curious.
there's probably a reason for that.
Well, Brody should have had that in the notes. I just thought that was number 00.
Terrible number.
Terrible. 0. There's a guy who played 0.
My kid can't understand why anybody has a number 0. Like
You're 0.
Like Jason Tatum,
Yeah, okay.
the basketball player.
It's different though. I don't mind being different. I don't mind being different.
Like, how do you pick number 0 though?
You just want to be different. You know? You want to be different.
Yeah, but that's not a number you want. I don't want to be number 0. They used to have number 00.
Yeah.
I thought a lot of goalies would do that, but like NBA players were 00.
Yeah, I saw that.
Robert Parrish.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. Hey, it's the middle of summer. What do you guys expect?
So listen, it's somewhere in that category of Yager, Lidstrom, Messier, Sid, Ovi.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I said Yager when you
Let
asked
us
me.
know who you think is the 5th greatest player of all time.
Damn right.
The 2023-24 forward ranking fan vote came out, Cam.
Okay. I mean, McDavid.
Give me your top 5 in the game today.
McKinnon, McDavid, McCarr.
He's not a forward.
Oh, forward. Oh, my bad. Yeah. McKinnon, McDavid, Robertson.
Nope.
Matthew.
You think Robertson's top 5?
What do you have point-wise last year? Because that's what they're going by.
He was up there, but he's not top 5.
Is it for points last year?
Who's the top 5 forwards? This is fan vote. It's not based on points.
Oh, fuck, man. I would say Matthew's got to be up there.
Yeah, Matthews.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Austin and Matthew. Both
especially after last season.
Yep.
Okay, you're pretty good. Draisaitl, you didn't mention.
Draisaitl, my bad. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yep.
But McDavid, McKinnon, Draisaitl, Matthews, Tkachuk.
That's fair.
I feel like Pasternak does not get enough respect.
He gets a fucking lot of points, man, that guy. I like him a lot.
And he scores a shit ton of goals. He has 60 goals.
He's good, and he's cool. I
Put
like
this
him.
guy in the top 5.
That's fine with me.
Why are we disrespecting Pasta?
I don't know. I'm not.
Still putting Crosby at 7, I think, is a little high right now.
Yeah. He had a weird year, I guess.
I mean,
how many points did you get last year?
You have him
100?
ahead of Jack Hughes, ahead of Kucherov, Rantanen, Jason Robertson, who you mentioned, Kaprizov, Marner, Pedersen, Braden Point, who's my favorite player in the league.
I like that Point, dude.
And Sasha.
He'll get you.
Barkov. Eichel. Listen, God, having him down at 17, man. Eichel's played his way back into superstardom.
And as he should. Hell yeah. Jack Eichel,
I want to see what kind of year he has now with the lights back on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now everyone's expecting him to be great once again.
He should be. As he should be. You're damn right. He's getting paid $10 million. You better be good. You better get back, too, just like you did last year.
Again, we're thinking about everybody in Maui.
Yeah, big time. Sorry to hear that, guys and girls out there. It's a weird thing.
You think we'll ever find out the real truth
Yes.
as who's behind this?
I think it's
like forest fires. I think shit.
I think there was, I heard arson, but you never know. I think it's a combination of
arson.
Just listen to me. We're going to see some weird things in our lifetime. We're going to see some weird things, dude. We might see another 9/11. We might see another hardcore war. We might see some weird shit. We might see a power outage that affects the whole United States.
Really?
You might see
one time
you might see a volcano. Listen to me. There might be a volcano that goes off in Indo-fucking-nesia that is so powerful that it directly affects our way of living for years. Just so you know. This happened multiple, again and again and
from
again.
Indonesia.
From Indonesia has more fucking
Get out of
volcanoes
here
than anything. That area in the Ring of Fire has more volcanoes. We can get rocked by one of those.
Yes, we can.
And it could be a nasty 3 years of cold.
I hope that doesn't happen.
You know what's scary? Not when the planet heats up. It's when the planet freezes. That's scary to me. That's what kills everything.
When the planet freezes?
When the planet is hot, everything flourishes. When the planet goes cold, that's when everything dies, and there's a great reset. I'm scared of another fucking ice age. That's what scares me.
In Uganda?
What, Andy?
The wild gorillas that, like, there was a cameraman just on the trail, and, like, a pack of, like, wild gorillas.
Are they gorillas or are they chimps?
Gorillas. And they were like touching his face and like his head, and then they just like left.
Okay, what an awesome fucking story that is. Good God, dude, you're desperate.
You know how nervous he must have been?
Yeah,
I would have had a heart attack and died.
Well, there's bears that come up and sniff you too, and you're like, what do I do? What do I do?
I would spray.
You know,
I would spray. Do you know that somebody told me the other day that they're not allowed to carry bear spray, some type of guide or something, and they're not allowed to bring bear spray in Montana.
I don't know. Was that on The View or something?
No.
Like, I like where Andy gets his stuff. Like, Andy's he's so out of touch with so much shit where, like, something will pop on his phone. He'll be like, I read this thing. And no, you didn't. You just saw a little thing that popped up when you weren't paying attention to hockey stuff or taking ties somewhere or doing this. And all of a sudden you're like, hey, these things are going on.
Did you see that hippopotamus have a baby?
Man, I'm out.
No,
again.
No,
like,
how it came out.
Yeah, I know how that
Did you
work.
see that?
No, I don't care.
It's all over the
cool.
Twitter, dude. It's all over X.
X.
I'm thinking about starting a thread, by the way.
Go ahead.
Threads.
No, what we both need to do is Elon now. If you have 5 million impressions in 3 months, you can start getting paid. We got to buy the blue check mark.
How much do you get paid for that?
Well, it depends. You should like look into this kind of stuff. Dude, like, I don't know why we don't do it.
The blue check mark. Listen, I had a blue check mark when you had to like earn it.
Me too. Yeah, me too, Andy.
Then now I feel like anyone who has a blue check mark, it's almost like the opposite. Like
not
they're
anymore.
Not
anymore.
They don't have credibility.
Let me explain it to you again. When you buy the blue check mark now, the reason why you're buying it for $8. Yes, I am. I might do it to get paid. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Well, yeah. How much are they going to pay you?
Depends on how many impressions you get. So we got to be funny on here, and then we'll post it, and we'll get paid, not just with sponsor stuff, but by Twitter. That's good. That's what you want to do.
It's not Twitter anymore.
X. And you know what? You pay $8, and all of a sudden, if you get 5 million impressions, you start getting paid for it. We certainly have that. You need to do it. I need to do it, and the Cam Strick podcast needs to buy it. It's true.
Well, we'll look into it.
Think I want to be nerdy?
Kind of.
Do you think I want to be nerdy?
Kind of, the way you're talking.
Of all people, like you think I want to be goddamn nerdy?
A little bit. I'm not ready.
Andy wants our wives to do a podcast together. And you're talking to me about are you out of your mind?
I'm just saying.
Lord. No, that's how it is, man. Actually, Elon's like, no, I'm going to find a way for you guys to be able to make money.
Well, come back.
So
let me know how much he's paying.
Now it's people that are like, no, I want to monetize Twitter.
Let me know.
I tweet all the time. I might as well monetize it.
Okay, let me know how much people are getting paid, and then I'll consider it. Let me know.
Because your reputation, you don't want to be nerdy. You don't want somebody to make fun of you for having a check mark.
Come back to me with the information. I'm waiting for the information.
Read about it.
Cam's got no info.
Dude, I just told you. Hey, what does it say, Brody? It says 5 million impressions.
Yeah, Brody's bringing some realism to this whole situation.
What did he say?
He's basically like, no, you're just not.
No, he didn't. What'd you say, Brody? I'm sorry.
It just depends how many impressions you get.
Yeah. Thank you. How much they paying out for that?
Well, how many impressions do we get?
$2.
How many impressions do we get? We get a shit ton.
You'll need like 50 million impressions to like earn your $8 back that you just spent.
That's not how it works, man. Like, he's not going to do that and not make any money. He's not stupid. And he's like, I got my reputation of being cool.
I do want to give a shout out to the Maple Leafs 2020 first round pick. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the first name. Okay. Rodion Amirov. He died after a brave 2-year battle.
Oh, no, fuck. Oh, yeah. All right.
With a brain tumor.
Damn it.
So,
damn it, dude.
You know, we're thinking about his family, Dan Milstein, his agent, as well as
well, shout out, man. Damn it.
the Toronto Maple Leafs organization.
I hate hearing that. Poor kid. Gosh dang it. Had a whole future ahead of him, son of a bitch. It just, sometimes it just makes me mad. I don't know.
It's not fair, man.
It makes me mad.
Me too.
A lot of stuff going on, man, with that shit. And I don't know. I don't know. We're getting older, Andy. Once you get older, there's a lot more crazy stuff.
I don't feel older.
You don't look old. You look good.
Thank you.
I chirp you a lot, but you look dang good. But
you know why?
Because you don't really abuse your body.
No, because I'm first form, baby.
Oh, yeah, that helps big time.
The collagen.
Yeah, helps.
Collagen will make you feel great. And all the protein in the bars and the apparel and everything else. And just the energy that it gives me.
Yeah, damn right.
First Form and firstform.com, Cam. Use our link. And only the link.
It helps us, guys.
Thank you so much. Firstform.com/Cam and Strick. That is the link. We'll have that up on our Instagram stories and stuff like that. If you're always, listen, I've had a few people reach out, be like, listen, I wasn't sure what the link is. Can you send it to me? And I send it right to them.
All right, do that.
So anybody who needs the link, if you can't remember, just go ahead and reach out to me. Not Cam. Just reach out to me for that because I will get back to you right away. Firstform.com/Cam and Strick. And again, get everything. Try it all. They've got kids' vitamins. They've got nutritional supplements, protein, the bars, the beef sticks. The energy drinks are absolutely incredible. The apparel. I mean,
they got
just
it
look
all,
good.
Baby.
They got it all. You know who else has it all? Illinois Recovery Center has it all.
Yeah. Damn right.
888-743-0971, Cam.
Damn good people.
888-743-0971. You can always email them. info@illinoisrecoverycenter.com. Chrissy Pondoff, I'll give him a shout out.
Boy.
Eric
Conley's
the absolute man. I mean, these guys are here for you, man. They truly care about people and individuals. They want to help you.
Yep. You're damn right they do. And they will help you.
So when it comes to the disease of addiction, man, getting help should not be as difficult.
You will be helped.
As it is. And it's not difficult with the Illinois Recovery Center.
You will be helped.
So they're on a mission to be the receiving hand when someone is seeking help, Cam. 888-743-0971. Check out the IRC and do it today. SparksandSparks.com, Cam. Listen, we all know what Seth can do, man. What he can't do is help you become a better hockey player. That's why you turn to the Sparks. Find out what just about every NHL team is using a Sparks on their own. All the great NHL players you see that are making great highlights every night, they're using a Sparks, Cam. It's the best investment I've ever made. That I've ever made. SparksandSparks.com. Use our promo code Cam and Strick. It's going to save you more money than Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
It will save you money, but
I'm telling you, it's more money than their biggest sales they have in the year.
Okay. All right, that's good.
You know, they have sales for Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
I know.
Our promo code will save you more money.
Andy's the kind of guy that goes to Walmart on Black Friday.
No, I don't.
It's like, I need toilet paper.
No.
I need that toy. Ivy needs that toy. God, I need to save 20 cents.
I want that TV.
I want that I need to save $3. I need to save $3.
There was a
Lord.
And people loot and stuff like that. They
get crazy. Loot?
There was a concert the other day, and people were like looting the.
That's all they do.
The you know how they sell like shirts and stuff like that.
They're looting on Rodeo Drive now, dude. Oh yeah, there was a shooting.
Yeah,
an active shooter,
and they're looting.
These psycho kids, dude. They're psychos.
What has happened to the kids nowadays?
They're running free, man.
Although they said that when I was a kid, so you know it's just
they're running free. Dude.
Say it again. But get that Sparks and get it today. Sparks Skate Sharpener, man. Use that promo code Cam and Strick. You'll thank us later.
Damn right.
TessonRoofing.com. Brett Tesson, man. You line him up on wing, and you are protected. You can kind of get around and kind of do whatever you want, Cam. Get that Nano cool roof coat. Nano Shield. Stop the heat transfer through the roof. Take advantage of it. Drop the HVAC use by up to 45%. It'll cool the internal temperature inside your building by 30 degrees Fahrenheit. That is incredible stuff, and it's true. It's happening. A lot of Fortune 500 companies are using it and have been using it. Tesson Roofing is the preferred dealer of Nano Shield, the cool roof coat. Let them come and do it. Let them give you a free estimate. 10-year warranty. They take care of you, man. It's going to save you a lot of money. Do it today.
Damn right.
Nano Shield. Tesson Roofing. Bellman and Bellman.com in Troy, Missouri, Cam. You've got the Buick GMC on one side of the street. On the other side, it's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. They've got something for everybody.
Lot options, baby. And no
they are the OGs, man. Say hi to Danny boy.
Danny, what up, homie?
Say hi to Dale.
Hi, Dale. God dang it.
And Kenny.
Kenny. The heck you doing, boy?
Danny boy.
Danny boy, what's up, homie?
Putting smiles on faces.
He's our
man.
OG sponsor right there.
He is. Putting smiles on people's faces
Damn
is
right.
what he's doing.
Get that gladiator I got, man.
Yeah.
Fucking run over shit.
Oh, yeah.
I think I hit a deer the other day and I didn't even know.
Really?
No, I didn't.
I know somebody that hit a deer recently, caused some serious
Dude,
damage.
there's so many deer. Like, you got to kill these motherfuckers, man. They're everywhere.
They said the deer hit them. They didn't hit the deer. The deer ran right into them.
Boom.
I worry about that when I'm driving sometimes.
You'll be okay in your neighborhood.
We got a lot of deer, dude. This loose deer running around everywhere, dude.
Yeah, they're
they
confused.
cross major streets.
They're like, fuck. They got one highway on one end, the other highway on the other end. They're just like trapped behind Andy's house. Because Andy's in
dangerous.
between two major highways.
It's very dangerous.
Andy thinks he lives in the woods, but he's in, like, honestly, between two major highways.
I got 300-year-old trees just falling out of nowhere. Explain that, science.
There's 300-year-old trees in
that
North County.
Explain how that's happening.
They rotted out. Good God, you make a big deal out of nothing.
Dude, if I was standing...
And he's such a city boy, to where he looks at a tree that fell, he's like, oh, how'd this happen? It's rotted out. It fell.
If I was
natural
10 feet to my left, I wouldn't be here. I'm just telling you the truth.
I'd have to find somebody else, I guess.
Laurie.
That's right. Me and Laurie would do it. It'd be awesome. It's so
Laurie
funny.
and Kate.
Like Andy,
hey, if
Andy,
you think
no,
they
you guys
should start
honestly,
a podcast,
Andy
let me
was
know.
dead. He was dead serious, and then he makes me out to be the dick. But it's like it's the most ridiculous.
You are the dick. The way you called me and talked to me was just completely uncalled for.
You want Laurie and Kate to stop what they're doing, invest in a podcast together that costs us money. Are you out of your mind?
Talk about our sex.
Talk about our sex life. Are you out of your mind?
Oh, shit.
And he's like, Laurie had some great idea. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Snap out of it sometimes. Good God.
Hey, I want to know, should they start a podcast?
Brody, what are we doing? Brody, get your girl in there too. It'd be awesome.
Cam, I'll call it the Deuce.
Oh, it'd be so cool.
The Deuce.
What would they talk about?
Well, a lot of things. Cam's all scared. See, I'm not worried about it.
Scared? I already talk about what we talk about. I talk about everything. Talk about not going to the bathroom for 4 days. Like what Andy, because Andy just gets peer pressured because he's talking to all these people. They're like, your guys' life is so entertaining. You all should do podcasts together. Laurie and Kate, is Laurie going to work for Fox too? If she want to do that?
I don't work for Fox.
She want to work for Bally's sideline reporting?
Maybe. I don't know.
Do they want to play hockey? They going to start hockey up too? Like everything we do, like they could do that. No, it doesn't work that way.
A lot of women do start hockey in their 40s. You know that?
Tons do. Ton of them. You're out. You're like sometimes.
Are you watching the Little League Softball World Series?
Don't change something. Sometimes I look at Andy though, and I'm like you're the complete opposite of what you said like the day before. Like Andy, hey, these guys think they could do this, do that, and then all of a sudden he's like, here's an idea. Here's the idea. Oh God! It's not like, hey, they could start a business. They could sell this. Maybe they could help sell us.
Instagram.
They want to start a
X,
podcast.
Instagram. Follow us. Hey, smash that like button. I want to see some reviews. By the way, we need some reviews on a podcast app and all that. You know, so give us your review and smash the like button and give us a 5-star rating.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Everything. Use our link. Use our promo codes. We're trying to save you money, people.
Damn right, baby.
So
that's what we do. We love all you guys, man.
Hope you like Zach Boychuk. We got some great stuff ahead of you. Cam's in charge of this week's guest, so we'll find out how that goes. Okay. I mean, I put him in charge one time.
I got Zachy on.
One time. Do you?
I did. I got Zach Boychuk on.
Oh, you
when I got him on.
Kinda.
I
just said, hey, do you have his number because you did his podcast?
Yeah, and I gave you his number.
Yeah,
I got him on.
That's not a big deal. I just texted him.
Well, you don't think I could have done it?
Well,
actually, I'm the one that said you want to come on the podcast.
I gave you Parisi's number.
I played with him. I actually played on a team with him.
My text his ass. So I thought it'd be like an easy thing. Well,
no, he got right back to me.
The pressure's on.
He got right back to me.
Okay, good.
So, you know.
We got great stuff coming your way.
We love all you guys, man, and girls.
Thanks for supporting the Cam and Strick podcast.
Love you guys.
Message me, by the way. My message.
Jesus, could he stop the fucking thing?
No, my messages are open. I wanted to remind people my messages are open.
Mine too.
My Cameo's open too.
Mine too. All right, guys.
Message
Later.
me, guys.